Tackman, loving Air Force 11.5 this week. I think Keynes likes them too. Plat will be up here in a few. So, as you can recognize them, those are the Sanders boys, Shiloh and Shador. And thank the Lord they're not on TV this week. Thank God. And the funk has worn off. The funk has worn off on Colorado. Tonight I'll have the thumbnail up for Philly and Miami on Sunday. Let me take a look at that. Keynes in the building, salute. Salute to Keynes in the building, Gemini in the building, Jim's in the building. Yeah, that was a big win for the Browns, bro. Browns kicked the 49ers' ass all over Cleveland Stadium on Sunday. No doubt. Let me say what's up to all you guys in the chat. And remember, if you want to subscribe, you can. Because this arrives on this channel arrives either November the 5th, November the 4th or November the 11th, but it's arrived, fellas. Everyone said, right. Dallas tried to give it away last night. Chargers didn't take it. Chargers are losers, that's why. All right, guys. Afternoon to all of you. Let me put this up here. Waiting for Platinum to pull up. There you go. This is coming either November 4th or November 11th. There you go, right there. Niggerland, coming to Rumble. So that's for all you guys who like nigger shit all the time. You're going to get it on Niggerland. You ever need an idea what you have for lunch? Well, I'm a meat eater. I don't like seafood. So it depends on your taste. If I'm you, bro, I'll go get me a roast beef sandwich, family. That's what I would do, Gemini. And have my dinner in a little while. So that is Niggerland. Either November 4th or the 11th is coming. I'm trying to assemble a nice panel for you. I got T, he's going to be there. And James Keel is going to be on my panel. So. Gemini said, damn, okay. Speaking of that, let me say what's up to all you guys as we wait for Platinum to show up. Yeah, have a Reuben. Go ahead, have a Reuben, bro. Have yourself a Reuben. Have a Reuben. Oh, Auntie's in the building. Give you the link for that? Okay. I'm going to drop it in the chat room, man. I told you guys it was coming. And I just say this to this audience right here. I'm the type of guy, I'm going to drop it in a second, Aunt. I'm the type of guys that I love doing sports so much that I take my times to do things. So when it came to this project, I knew I was going to do it. I took my time. And then I had my nephew over the weekend. He said, hey, you're going to do that. Go all in, bro. Don't worry about it. We got you. And the nephew was right again. So I'm going to try and get a nice promo for it. Let me drop it in the chat in a second. Just saying what's up to Aunt T. Like I said this morning, I forgot what platform. Oh, Mahogany's platform, bro. Appreciate everything you done for me, fam. Don't think I don't, bro. Like I said, Aunt T is one of the most respected brothers in all sectors, folks. And I told him a couple of weeks ago why he is, and Aunt totally appreciated it, but I was dead honest with him. And not every day do we have a brother like Aunt T that's gonna hang around with the folks. If you know what I mean. Gemini in the buildings, Cleveland Browns, ruffian the 49ers this past weekend. Yeah, so have that Reuben, Sammy. Mount Erie. NBA rankings is coming out soon. It's going to surprise a lot of people. And no, there'll be no Portland Trailblazers in the top 10. I'm not a fool. Let me get Auntie this link and drop it in the chat. Let me see if I got it right. Oh, he posted for me. Thank you, family. Waiting for Platinum Elite to pull up here. Meanwhile, you guys want to pull up yourselves? Here's the link. We just chill. I know Canes is pulling up for sure. And T, I really appreciate you, man, doing that, bro. I am slow a lot of the times, but as you guys know, I have my heart in the right place when it comes to our people, bro. So there you go. Niggerland coming up in a couple of weeks. Get ready for it. And T will be on the panel. James Q will be on the panel. I'm going to try to get a couple of ladies to be on the panel. And then away we go. All right? So, all right, drop the link. And whoever wants to pull up, pull up. I don't mind. Let me see where Plat's at. But he just emailed me not too long ago. He told me put this thumbnail up. Plat's probably eating. Because he did a double header this morning. God bless that man, bro. Oh. Spidey Man Adidas is coming out. Let me let this man know I'm live now. And T pulls up, I'll talk to him a little bit about what we're going to do. I already have a first topic, which I think is going to light some fires. You know me, I can start fires. If you don't know me, you're going to find that out in Niggerland. I promise you that. So, let me see where you guys are at. The Auntie is here. What's going on, sir?
What's up, Mace? What's good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. First of all, congratulations again on your great work.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. I haven't really done much, but I'm doing a lot more. I'm working on. If you're curious, I'm working on two other shows, collabos slash shows, that we're gonna try to run weekly. I'm working with DE Nicole. I think you came through to that stream last week. We'll be doing it again tomorrow night, and we're gonna do. There'll also be a Thursday night show that we do for about 2 to 3 hours. Not sure. That'll be myself and my guy that does the soundtracks with me, Got Green Radio.
Nice.
So we're gonna kind of do that where it'll be various topics, call-in show. People will be able to showcase their music, art, whatever it is that you're doing, you know. And it's gonna be pretty much a platform for just having a good time and also some promotion of other people's gifts and talents.
There you go.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to do that at least once a week.
I'll feel you. When you got it up already, or are you still working on it?
No, we're scheduled to have our first show on Thursday. So I'll be scheduling it likely tonight. I got to get everything together. We got to finish talking about the format, but that'll of course be myself, and my co-host will be Got Green Radio, who's a good friend of mine in real life. Like we go back to freshman junior varsity basketball team. So we'll be working together with that. Right now he's been doing a lot of like my background music, beats, intro themes, and stuff like that. And he's of course he'll be providing the soundtrack and some other insight too.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Real nice. I feel you, man.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, we're working on a few other things, collaborations. I've got a list of folks that I do need to get in touch with for for one-on-ones, just to kind of showcase some more things in the space. A few people that are on the list I've been supposed to work with haven't. Number one is Affy Kingdom. I haven't been able to. We just haven't been. Our time frames just have been kind of crossed up. So you know what I'm saying? He's either out of the country or I'm into some other stuff.
Shout out to Alfie Kingdom.
Yeah, but we're gonna get that going soon.
Okay. What do you think about this
You know,
topic?
Appy's always busy. It's like you blink and you miss him.
Okay. I know you're one of the hardest working people in social media. How you feel about the idea I have and the brand that we're trying to build?
You mean what I see you got on Rumble right there, or what's over here right now?
No, Rumble. Here, I'll fix this one. I'm not worried. Seriously. I got things coming up soon for this channel. But to me, I think the Rumble channel, for me, I feel is going to really do well because of what the concept is going to be. You know, that I'm just going to give these people what they want. They want to vent and roast each other. I'm going to give it to them. Let them have what they want, bro. They've been good to me. Might as well throw it back to them, man. They told me last night Keels is chomping at the bit, bro. What do you think about that, man?
Hey, that's what it is. I mean, if that's what they're gonna do, look, I don't have a problem with it. I know effery sells, bro. People are interested in that. You can talk about something constructive, you can talk about something amusing, but unless you really letting people go at each other, that's what people want to see. People want to see the drama, they want to see the conflict. So we'll show it to them.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I want to say this to you real quick about everything you have done and what you're about to do more. Has it been everything you thought it would be? It would be a lot better than you thought. I mean, everything you've done on social media, on these platforms, you thought it's right where you thought it would be, or do you feel that it's a hell of a lot better than you ever thought it would
be? To be honest, I didn't really have any real expectation. I didn't know if it would grow like super large. I knew I would grow. I didn't think I would fail at it or stay stagnant. I knew it would be a consistent just raising things. I said I was going to give it 6 months. I didn't expect to just be at the top in 6 months or nothing like that. But I was like, unless I could see myself in a positive direction, I was just gonna let it go. And luckily I didn't have to. I thought about quitting a couple times, but put enough work in. So as far as I think I'm pretty much on track. I didn't have any expectations as far as where I was going to be with like sub counts, live viewers, people I'm working with, the schedule or anything like that. I just wanted to be on a path to growth. That was it.
Feel you, bro. Feel you. What do you think about your Knicks, man? I know this is your topic. What do you think about your Knicks, man?
I don't know what the plan is. I don't have a clue what the plan is. It doesn't look like they're trying very hard to move Julius Randle, so I don't really see how they're going to improve with this guy on the roster. That's just my opinion.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I just don't.
So you're going to wait a year for Embiid?
I don't think we get Embiid. I really don't. People can say whatever they want. I don't think Embiid leaves Philly. I personally think he would be a fool to leave Philly. He would damn sure be a fool to go to New York. You damn sure ain't gonna be crying every time, whether there's a loss or you win an award. You ain't gonna be crying in New York. Okay, I can tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to cry every other night in front of the damn media, New York will eat you alive. So we don't want to see no tears.
Okay.
Yeah. And this man cries every damn week. Like literally tears.
Speaking of that,
but I don't think he's got the heart. I think he's a showman and all of that other stuff, but I really don't think he can deal with New York media. I don't think he can deal with the pressure that's going to be on him to stay healthy, perform at peak, come playoff time, because there are expectations on MVPs. There are expectations on MVPs, and there's damn sure going to be an expectation on the MVP prime. Matter of fact, I'm getting a call. I'm going to go on mute Pause.
Yeah, go ahead. Take your time, man. Great Aunt T's with us. Haynes is with us. Let's see if this guy. All right. Still waiting for Elite to get him. Haynes, what's up, bro? Haynes on mute. So let me get back to this. Since I was talking about it before. And like I said before, I'm just going to let you people kill each other. I appreciate what you all done for me. Here you go. Here you go. And put this up here. There you go. Got myself and T, James Keels. Get some women in here, up in here to do this. It should be real interesting. I'm pumped up about it, you know. I'll take this off for a quick second. Take this back for a second. Show you people this right here. I'm very excited about this channel right here. And we're going to let people roast, man. If that's what they want, they're going to get it. So, Niggerland premiering November the 4th or the 11th. Check it. When the thumbnail goes up this weekend, it's going to be Kayla Nicole. And part of the topic is, why are these black women crying over white men? This is going to be a good topic opening show, so get ready for it. Okay? There we go. So that's coming in either 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But it's coming. All right? Let's go over last night. Dallas escapes as Stephon Gilmore picks off the declining, and I mean the declining Justin Herbert, 20-17. And I can tell you right now, you're looking at the quarterbacks in the NFL. I'll tell you one kid that's surging right now. That's CJ Stroud. Okay, and he's working with nothing. Okay. He is surging while Deshaun Watson nowhere to be found. Justin Herbert declining. And Jalen Hurts on another planet right now. I don't know where the hell he is. So another gutless loss for the Chargers. MLB yesterday, Texas takes a commanding 2-0 lead as the Rangers held on and swept the Astros in Houston. We'll be in Arlington tomorrow night for Game 3 of that series. and it's 2-0 Texas. As Bruce Bochy is about to put the nail in Dusty Baker's coffin. Because I tell you right now, Texas wins this series, folks, they're going to be your new world champions. Bruce Bochy don't lose World Series, okay? He doesn't lose World Series. And you get Texas and Philly, you're going to have a fireworks display. These games will end at 1 o'clock in the morning, folks. Texas and the Phillies. It'll be hit. So if you want a fun World Series, root for the Texas Rangers and the Phillies. Okay. I'm trying to think of some other things. Later tonight, we'll talk about this team. And go subscribe to my Rumble channel. The link is in the chat. Go subscribe to it. All right. Click on Auntie's name in the chat, and you'll get Niggerland. Go subscribe to it. And I appreciate it. See you in a couple of weeks. We're going to kick that shit to another level. We'll talk about this man tonight. Where are they? As now people have anointed Jared Goff as the best quarterback in the NFC. I agree with that, by the way. I agree with that. I agree. I mean, nobody's buying Brock Purdy now. Geno Smith has regressed. Dak Prescott savaged something last night. Baker Mayfield can't beat a big team. And Jordan Love sucks ass right now. So all you have is Jared Goff. This is a strange NFL season, folks. Strange. But the Roar is back in Motown. Detroit Lions are back. QZ in the building. What's up, family? Yep, me and T's taking care of some business. I guess Canes is taking care of some business. Educated Aries in the building. What's up, Sam? QZ in the building. Say what's up to Aries in the building in a second. It's not in my about section. Oh, I'll correct that. I'll correct that. Yeah, I'll fix that. You know what? Fuck. I'll just say what's up to him. Because I know. Educated areas in the building. I'm gonna go fix what my man told me what to do. Yeah. He said something about the about system. Let me do this. Trying to do the about. Right. Sorry, folks, for the darkness. I'm trying to I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
All right. What's up, Mace, man? Sorry about that, man.
No, you're taking care of your business, man. I mean, it's all good.
Yeah, well, yeah, work is work, man.
Of course, yeah.
Shout out to you, man, for I see what's going on Rumble. I know I got to do some more work on my Rumble channel and everything because I haven't. I mean, I just went through everything where they're still transferring content and stuff, over there. Some of my the content from the YouTube channel. So, kind of trying to make sure that they're linked and there's also backup and some other stuff.
Yeah,
but I should be plugging it now. I should be plugging it now. So we're gonna plug yours in the meantime.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you. Let me ask you something, honestly. In the NBA East, how many teams, in your opinion, deserve to be in the top 10?
In the East?
Yes.
You said how many teams? Of course, use the top 10, 10. 10 teams. But
no, from the East.
Oh, you mean in the top 10 of the league, period?
Yeah, overall, yeah.
3 to 4. And of course, that's Boston, Milwaukee. I'd still say you can't count out Miami. And then there's Philly. I think Philly is still a top 10 team with or without a satisfied James Harden.
In my top 10, I can tell you right now, it's only going to be 2.
Okay, I know you got Philly, and I feel Milwaukee and Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Philly's trash, bro.
I mean, we judging them on who they are or what they're capable of.
Who they are.
Okay, yeah, I would agree.
Along with that clown that signed back today, he went back. He what you call it? He backed into his contract today.
Who is this?
Harden
Klay Thompson?
Yeah, he opted in. Yeah,
I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad for the I'm glad for
not
that.
to hear his ass anymore.
Well, I mean, well, Klay got screwed a few times over. We know that. He got screwed. He originally got screwed with the whole Durant thing. You know, because that cost him what, like $50 million or something like that. 50 million, $60 million. Like he got screwed, and him like every time there's been a change, and I think he even got screwed because he should have been either eligible for an extension or something before, and they chose to give a bunch of money to re-sign Draymond, and that was like a couple years ago too.
Which to me is crazy.
Yeah, I mean they want to keep them together. I personally don't think Draymond is as necessary as everybody thinks. Draymond was more of just that was a Mister like bro, they magooed into Draymond Green. Like that was David Lee's position. That was David Lee's position. And yeah, Draymond was a decent player at Michigan State and all. They brought him in, and yeah, he had a lot of heart. I'm not saying he's not an asset, but they could have replaced that. I'm hoping the Knicks do that deal. Take Draymond off of their hands, and we'll give them Julius Randle. I'm cool with that.
They would do that.
I wish they would just pull the trigger. I think the money kind of matches up too. I haven't looked at their contract situation, but I'm pretty sure the money matches up. So I think it would work like straight up, and you can add some more stuff in there too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Even though the Knicks shouldn't have to give up much, and you would think the Warriors are trying to dump that contract because for Klay to opt in, which pretty much means they're gonna that means they're gonna run it back one more season. You know what I'm saying? And try to do what they got, what they can, what they have with the whole Chris Paul thing. And then after that, somebody's got to go. They know that.
Well, word is.
So I think they understand that Chris Paul is a rental. He's definitely a rental.
Word is bad. If they're not where they think they should be before the All-Star break, they'll trade Klay. That's the word on the street.
Nah, bro. Nah. You don't break up the Splash Brothers. That changes the entire makeup of what the Golden State Warriors are. You got both of those guys out there, then you can play with all the space that you need.
I think the Golden State Warriors personally is dead. That's why I don't even rank them high. I don't think they're old anymore.
I mean, I think they're fine as soon as they get somebody else at that point forward position or whatever. I'm not saying that Draymond is the weak link. I'm just saying he's interchangeable. Like I get it, he's got a high basketball IQ and decent defender and everything like that. But it's not hard to have a high basketball IQ when you play for that team. Pretty damn simple compared to the schemes on other teams.
I just think the West is too big and they just don't fit in. I mean, now you have to have bigs in the West. Look what Phoenix did. Remember, when Phoenix left, when they got eliminated, I said they're not going anywhere next year. Now, I got the Suns number 3 in my rankings. Why? They made a hell of a trade when they made that 4-way trade. And
talking about for Beal.
No. The deal that they got Nurkic.
Okay, but bro, they had to give up DeAndre Ayton. You really think Nurkic is better than Ayton?
No, but they wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah.
But where I'm going with this, my brother, is Phoenix added depth, the right depth. They got their bum bigs in the summertime, and they got good role players this time. I think Phoenix, like I said, I think Phoenix now is legit. You would ask me this back in July, I would say they won't get past the first round. Now, to me, the Suns are legit.
I mean, I respectfully disagree. Bro, they got the. I mean, Nurkic has had an issue staying healthy his whole career. So I think even though DeAndre Ayton wasn't happy, with his diminished role, I mean, it was pretty much inevitable. You got rid of Chris Paul, you got to get rid of Ayton too, because Chris Paul was the only one that was going to make sure Ayton got the touches. We know Durant, Booker, and Beal ain't going to make sure he gets no touches. So we know that's not going to happen. So, I mean, when you lost Ayton and you lost Chris Paul and there's still no bench, remember, they gave up Mikal Bridges, right? To get Durant in the first place. What do they have coming off the bench?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you don't have no depth. I mean, of course, you said number 3 in the West or number 3 in the league?
Number 3 in the West, then number 3 in the league.
Nah. I don't even think they compete with the Lakers. They don't compete with the Lakers. To be honest, I think the Sacramento Kings could beat that team.
I don't got that team nowhere.
In a 7-game series, I think they beat that team in 5 or 6.
I don't know, man. I think you're selling the Suns a little short.
Nah, I mean, just you see Prince P saying in the chat, hey man, there is no defense. Like, they're gonna have to score 125, 130 a night.
I don't think they have a problem doing that.
Hey,
I'm not. I just think Phoenix is
averaging 130 a night. That's the only way they're gonna have to outscore people. Those teams, unless it's the Golden State Warriors, them outscoring people, teams don't win championships, man.
I'm not picking them to win the West, and I'm just saying they're going to be good. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I mean, I think they'll be a great regular season team, but I think come playoff time, the clamps come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the clamps come on them, and just like you said, first round, second round, it's over. Not even a trip to the conference finals. They're going to need some kind of mid-season deal or something to get some kind of size. Or some kind of physicality around that damn perimeter. Some kind of size underneath or some kind of physicality on the perimeter.
Gemini
they're going to need a decent perimeter defender or something, because you can't expect it from Durant and Booker and Beal. You just they don't guard anybody. And Durant's capable of being a lockdown defender, but for whatever reason, he just does it when he wants to. I don't know.
Appreciate you for this, my friend. Like right now, as Gemini said, the Lakers got a nice young white guy at the 5. Watched him the other night. He's tough. Yeah, that wasn't even funny what Milwaukee did to the Lakers the other day in LA. That was even. I'm not gonna get into that. I just think the West is so strong. I think the East got problems. I think, if you want the truth, I'm gonna go. And this is gonna surprise you. I'm gonna go Knicks 4 in the East, and Miami 5 in the East. I think the Knicks are doing it perfectly. I really do. I love the way they're doing it. I do.
I'm a Knicks fan, and I'll be honest, I see playing, unless there's a serious change that gets made, I see playing tournament for them.
Let me ask you something, honestly. Tell me what team in the East, other than the big 2, has improved themselves. Miami had a disastrous offseason.
I mean, roster-wise, teams haven't improved themselves, but keep in mind, neither have the Knicks. All they're doing is coming off of a playoff series in which they got exposed.
Yeah, but see, the Knicks are a little different breed. And the reason why I say that, and I told you this when I first started talking to you 2.5 years ago, the Knicks have no pressure on them, man. I mean, how can I say it to you? The Knicks are doing it beautifully. They're building it the right way. They got so many assets when they're ready to make a big move. Their kids are getting. This is you're not gonna believe this. This is year 5 of their core together now, man.
Mm, that's the problem. They got a lot to
You think
lose.
that's the problem?
Yeah, it's taking too long. This is New York, man. Just
Yeah,
like in LA, it's no damn different. The only difference is the Knicks haven't won anything in 40 years, but the expectations are still the same for that damn
yeah,
city. Okay, you keep some guys together for 5 damn years in Laker uniforms, they're about to be pissed with no ring.
and here you go. I don't mean to laugh, but Auntie knows why I'm alive. I'm gonna say so he will agree with it. The beautiful thing about the Knicks, and not too many teams have this in sports. They have an owner who will give them unlimited funds. They could do whatever they want. Money is always there. And the owner walked away from the team a couple of years ago, and this young team continues to grow. The fan base loves them. The fan base never abandoned them. Every night, and it's a sellout. So what do that tell the management team?
I
As
mean,
long as
come on. You know, bro. That okay. So what was that? What was that club?
which one?
Studio 54 or something like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's what Knicks tickets are like. Okay, it's exclusive. Like that. That don't mean nothing. The team could be in a toilet. It's just it's no different than Laker tickets. Like if you know what I'm saying. I mean, people just want to go. The team don't have to be good. The team don't have to be good. People just want to be in the garden. It's just
That
something
is
where the
true.
stars come out and mingle with each other.
That is true. That is totally true. And Coach Ant knows I'm right. This man Ant is a Knicks fan. He's tired of the slow process. He looks at all the assets the Knicks have, and God knows they have a lot of them. And he wants to see a big star in New York. That's what Ant wants. He's a fan.
That's it. Well,
That's
I
what
mean, we can
Knicks,
keep
man.
waiting to get lucky in the draft, but we haven't had a number 1 or even number 2 draft pick since damn Patrick Ewing.
You're winning now. That's the difference.
We got the highest pick that we've had since Patrick Ewing has been damn RJ Barrett at 3.
He was number 3, yeah, a couple of years ago in 2020 and 2019, yeah.
So I'm just saying that ain't happening. Like it's just look, we're not gonna get lucky in the draft. It's likely not gonna happen. Well, the team has to be competitive enough so that way Knicks fans don't boycott the damn thing, because they will go off if the team just tanks and sucks like really bad. They won't even let that happen again. So and you know how it is, and people are gonna get fired. So we kind of stuck in purgatory. We're either gonna be that 4, 5, 6 seed if we're lucky, or we just totally fall out, but we'll never be the worst team. And then it's still a lottery. So at some point, you're gonna have to build it. Like these guys in the front office, they're gonna have to wheel and deal. Yes, you have all of those assets. Yes, y'all did some stuff, but somebody's gonna have to wheel, deal, negotiate, get a damn third team involved. That's why I give the Milwaukee Bucks their props for doing what the hell they did. They said, screw all that. Okay, screw all that. We don't give a damn. Same with the Portland Trailblazers, your boys. Hey, they was like, screw all that. We don't give a damn where you want to go. We're going to do what's best for our franchise and what's best for the future of our franchise. Yep. I agreed with you when you said it. I was like, yo, hell out of here. We send you where you want to go, where we want to send you. We don't give a damn where you want to go. Like, come on.
Miami, the big loser,
And if we have to, we'll get a third team involved. I like what Portland said. They was like, yo, we want DeAndre Ayton no matter what. So find a way to make it happen. That was Milwaukee's job. Like, y'all can, Dame can go wherever the hell he goes. We want DeAndre Ayton back. We want these picks, for these years. We want this amount of assets. We already got Scoot. So that's it. But we want Ayton back. And we want Ayton in a deal back. So y'all make it happen and get back to us. Milwaukee got back to him like, that's it. We got Phoenix in on it. Cool. You just got to give up Nurkic, which they were trying to do anyway. I don't know what y'all want to do with Drew. You could waive him, you keep him, whatever, but you got H. Now can we have Dame?
I think everybody,
like,
as crazy as me sound, Auntie, I think everybody won in that trade. Phoenix
that's the
got
way
what
they're
they
supposed to
wanted.
be, but you got to do that. Don't let LeBron James
Yeah,
make your trades. Stop. Don't let
exactly.
Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving make trades
Make
for you.
you crazy.
Don't let
I
James
told you.
Harden make trades for you. Let the executives do their job.
And I'm very happy. I mean, 2 weeks ago when that trade was made, I was up here. I was in La La Land. I was so happy with that trade. And I told these delusional Miami Heat fans that we trade him where we want to trade him. Okay, and we did, and we got plenty of assets back.
Mhm.
And I told these Miami Heat fans, stop getting your players from Home Depot.
There you go.
What's that? Whole Foods and Walmart. Get some real players in it.
No, but that's the truth, and I agree with Mason. Maybe Canes, I know he's up here if he wants to jump in on that. That's the truth, because it's not that they're not good enough to play in the NBA, because in today's NBA you can't touch nobody anyway. So for the most part, there are damn high school kids that can play in the NBA because you can knock down a shot, you can play. But the fact of the matter is, these dudes can't guard nobody. That's why they ain't drafted. Like, they can't play on both sides of the floor. You can just hide them in zones and stuff with all of these new rules in the league. And because of that, they don't have any trade value.
Yeah. Facts.
They only have value in the system you put them in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Unless you trade them to another team that's like, okay, we can cover up Duncan Robinson's weaknesses. Nah, them other teams know damn well this dude's a liability.
And then I hear Tyler Hero talking all this bullshit.
Well, he can defend a little bit, though.
Oh, you wait. I cannot wait till we play their ass, bro.
Yeah.
I cannot wait till we play Miami, bro. Shut that white boy up. What's up, coach?
The thing is,
what's going on?
Prince P, 1 second, Prince P. Think about Tyler Hero. He's a legit NBA player, though. He's not like a Gabe Vincent or a damn Max Strus or you know what I'm saying, or a Duncan Robinson or something. At least Tyler Hero can actually put a body on another guy on the perimeter. Go ahead, Prince P.
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody give a damn about the Miami Heat over there crying because nobody complying with their show. Man, NBA, man, the Portland Trailblazers ain't in the business to make you motherfuckers down there great. They in the business of getting the best deal possible over there. And then, and Drew Holiday, he got traded to Boston and shit. They got
he was waived. He was waived and picked up, so it was a salary dump, which they knew they was going to do that. They knew that.
They ended up getting some more players.
Bro, we got Brogdon and Robert Williams, two number ones.
Oh, so we was traded. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't a salary dump.
We got Robert Williams and Brogdon and Brogdon and two number ones.
To be honest, I don't think that. Well, maybe Boston did have to make that move because of losing Marcus Smart, which I don't know why the hell they gave him up. But after losing Marcus Smart,
three number ones. That's why.
Well, but at the same time, I mean, losing Robert Williams, and they gave up Grant Williams too. He ended up in Dallas.
Yeah.
So they gave up a lot of size under there, and in return, you got Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday. That's not going to help you in the rebounding category.
Not Chris. Kristaps Porzingis is an injury-prone.
I mean, Kristaps can he can average a double-double. Like he's tall enough to do that, but for the most part, he's a little light in the ass under there.
Yeah, but is he going to be available for him when they need it?
That's a good question. He's never played. Well, he has played in like one playoff series, I think, with Dallas. And he was killing it until he went down. He was killing the Clippers till he went down.
Yeah, he was. But he went down, like always.
I mean, Kristaps Porzingis will forever go down in history as the only damn player ever that demanded out of New York. Like, the only player ever that forced his way out of New York. I've never seen that before. You know? I know Mace just dropped off for a second.
Who is running the point over there, man? Who facilitating that movement? Nah, with these Phoenix Suns. Who's facilitating that crap?
Bradley
I'll tell
Beal's
you.
gonna be the point guard there. Bradley
Yeah,
Beal.
well, no, he said who's making the moves, like GM.
Nah, who's gonna
James
be
Jones,
running?
former Heat player.
Yeah, I was about to say James Jones, but at the same time, it's really that new owner they got.
I tell
He
you right
trying to
now,
improve his money.
I know what I said a couple months ago about Phoenix was there's something about them that they got my respect. Now, do I see them coming out of the West? No. But they do have my respect. They did a good job after all. I mean, I watched them last night, man. They just obliviated.
Yeah, but who's running the point guard position over there? Who's running the point?
Bradley Beal.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. That's a turnover machine that's fixing to happen. Watch the turnovers behind him. He gonna slow his
Well,
play.
nah,
He gonna turn the
Bradley.
ball
I
over.
mean, yeah, they just gonna play a lot of off guard with him and Booker. Yeah, a lot of just 1-2 off guard.
They running the triangle over there.
I'm just like, no, somebody got to guard somebody, man.
That's what I've been saying.
Like at some point, you're gonna. Who the hell can go deep in the playoffs or make it to the conference finals or whatever without at least one player on the team that can at least make an all defensive team?
That's not happening with Phoenix.
No, they don't have
Phoenix
that.
will get 3 All-Stars. That's as far as it goes.
I mean, I'm just saying you got to score 135 points a night just to win 55 games.
You got all these 3 guys. Where's your Rajon Rondo at?
They don't have one.
Or your Drew Holiday. Now, don't get me wrong. Chris Paul, they say he couldn't guard an orange cone. So, you know what I'm saying? They really don't lose much, with like losing Chris Paul defensively. But, I mean, I just, you're out West, dude. And these guys are going to pick you apart. Like, for real, it's going to be extremely tough. You don't have DeAndre Ayton. So what happens even when you got to deal with the Lakers, dude? They're just going to be nasty inside and out. And I don't like the Lakers, but bro, you got LeBron, you got Austin Reeves on the perimeter, and then you got some size under there too.
I'm gonna say this right now: what Milwaukee did to him the other day in LA, and all the stars were playing. They did what I tell you to do. If you want to beat the Lakers, just take Austin Reeves away. That's all you have to do.
You said just take him away?
That's all you have to do. That's it. Using that, you neutralize them, bro.
Because so you telling me if Austin Reeves is the key to the Lakers' success, they screwed already.
Bro.
Okay.
You know what they're on in Las Vegas right now, bro?
I mean, they probably have like the 3rd best odds to win.
No, 7.
I might have to make that bet.
I mean, I said the same thing. Oh yeah, the Lakers are being slept on, and I was, you know me, when they did the moves on that day of free agency, I was all in on the Lakers. I'm still in. I think the problem is, and you have to blame the bandwagon NBA fan because they didn't get Kyrie a name. Everybody's down on him, bro. Yeah, that's how the Lakers look at. I mean, the fans, the Laker fans, the NBA casuals. That's how they look at shit.
No, that's facts.
They don't see a big star over there, they check out.
But they got a big. I mean, look, like I say, the Lakers are fine. LeBron and AD are fine because it covers the perimeter and it covers the interior. And I said it. I was like, as far as the way the Nuggets were playing last year, I thought the Lakers were the only team that had the personnel to beat them.
All right, these are the new odds.
Even though they got swept, that was a pretty damn close sweep. I ain't gonna lie. The Lakers were in every damn game with a chance to win every game. And I think that's only because they had the personnel to actually deal with Jokic.
These are the new odds in Vegas. Who are the favorite to win the NBA title? Boston plus 400. Milwaukee plus 400. Phoenix 600. Nuggets 650. Lakers and Warriors at 1,300. Warriors 1,400. And then after that, it's a big drop off. Cavaliers 2,800. Big drop off after that. Heat 3,000. Knicks 5,000. I think the Lakers are really slept on. I do. I think the Lakers are slept on, folks. And you go make that bet right now. Take the Lakers, bro, over on this. Matter of fact, let me do that right now. I'm going to tell you how much the Lakers are slept on. Last I saw the over-unders. Let me find the over-unders. Let me find them. And T went off. I think I let Coach up here, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Shout out to Jims. I see you, Jims.
Yeah, Jims is the dude, bro.
Salute, fam. I'm gonna do some. I wouldn't even be surprised if some people. I might have to pause my memberships, but I got more. You know what I'm saying? I know Jims came through when I was doing some poker commentary, so I'm gonna do some more of that. I just got to get the footage together. They striking people. They got that new Poker Go app and channel and network, so a lot of footage and stuff on. You know what I'm saying? It's just protected. Can't really play it.
And T.
Mm-hmm.
Coach.
Go ahead.
Over under Lakers 47.5. I'm jumped all
games. Wins.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I'll take the over.
I'm taking the over.
Yeah. I'll take the over. Yeah, and let me just switch subject slightly. Yeah, Jims. Of course, a good friend of mine just went real deep in the main event. 35th place, you probably know him, Maurice Hawkins. I'm working on something to get him on my show. He's the all-time winning, you know what I'm saying, World Series of Poker circuit winner, won millions of dollars, used to coach me a little bit while I was playing. We used to go at it. He's won millions of dollars over the course of his career. You know what I'm saying? Just a great guy, great player. He's a black dude too, so I know a lot of, you know what I'm saying, black folks don't think that they can make a bunch of money playing that game, but he's one of the few that did it well. So I'm working on getting him on, you know what I'm saying, a show for an interview and talk to some people about how it goes.
I give it to you, Ant. You're a guy who brings poker back to the limelight. I'm not joking about that.
Well, no, this is the dude that I used to, believe it or not, like, I mean, him being on, it's not new. He was already on TV and, you know what I'm saying, won millions of dollars. It wasn't like a couple $1 million when I used to play with him, but you know what I'm saying, he used to put me in the games and we traveled a couple of times together. You know what I'm saying? He does that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't just go in there and try to win his money. You know what I'm saying? He'll go in there, bring 3-4 guys with him, stake them too. You know what I'm saying, in the game and try to get like half their money too if they win something. You know? And he'll put up all the money for it. So that's what a lot of them dudes do, just to, you know what I'm saying, keep their bankrolls right.
Jim says, say what?
So shout out to him. I haven't, when was the last time I sat at the table with him? Yeah, it was years ago, but he always answers my calls when I call or something like that. So he's cool people. I just got to get him on.
Yeah,
shout out to that guy. Going out there hitting that lick on that poker.
Yeah, I mean, he just hit 35th. He got like 280,000 for that. And he was disappointed. He wanted to win the whole damn thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, he plays in it every year. He's the all-time winningest circuit ring player in history. Like nobody, you know what I'm saying, has ever won more World Series of Poker circuit rings than him. All over the country, all over the world. You know what I'm saying? He's won PCAs, he's won all types of local events. And what's funny is even the local games, like they're like $100 buy-in tournaments. The dude just still plays in that, and he's relentless. He's relentless. He'll still play for $60, $200. And I remember one time I told him, I was, you know what I'm saying, he hit me up one day because there was a game going on locally, and he's like, "Ant, where you at?" I was like, "Bro, I'm taking a damn day off. What you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? It's a big tournament this weekend. I'm playing that one. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Man, I don't like your work ethic, Ant." So what are you talking about? He was like, "Man, you got to stay on their necks. You can't let them have anything." I'm like, "Yo, it's a $60 tournament. What are you talking about?" Like, I'm buying in for 500 this weekend, but he was dead serious about that shit, man. Yeah.
Jim's
He's like, I want it all.
all.
He was like, I
Yeah,
want it
he
all. He
want
said,
it
I don't care
all.
if I'm playing for 10 million or 10,000 or 1,000 or 500. I want it all.
And Jim said to you, Ant, that he'll be hitting the poker tables next Monday.
Do that. Like I said, I'm working on some more stuff. I know I can. I just kind of just been using like poker vloggers footage because I know I can use that under fair use guidelines. It's just the stuff that's like sponsored by Poker Go and Poker Stars and all of these other networks. It's kind of like protected content, so I got to be careful with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would love to be able to break that shit down. that's real pro footage right there. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jim agreed with everything you just said.
Now he hung out with me when I did the string. 'Cause I know it could be boring for people that don't really understand, but he understood, and it's just such a difference when you break down that foot. It's just like if you wanted to sit here and do commentary on a football game, it's a difference between doing commentary on the NFL as opposed to doing commentary on Division II college,
Yeah,
or high school. Like it's just such a damn difference, you know.
It's like
Such a damn difference, yeah. So
really
I would love to do commentary on that. And that's another thing. The local poker room, actually they have a YouTube channel, and I've been asked to help them do commentary with their live stream, their final table live streams and their big game live streams. So I'm gonna see how that'll work. I don't know.
Yeah, see, Auntie over there moving and shaking over there.
Yeah.
You're trying to be the mad. You're trying to be the mad in the poker game. Huh?
Well, I didn't really want to. I didn't want my brand to be on just poker or anything like that. I think it's a cool other hustle, for especially us as black folks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that goes for women and men. I see a lot of women that make a lot of money, and as far as black dudes are concerned, there's very few of us in there. You know what I'm saying? When you go, I'm talking about in those big tournaments. There's very few of us, but it's you can be very, very successful, at it. Very successful at it. So I do recommend, if you're going to take up a hobby, especially an expensive one, you might as well do something like that. Because you can actually make a bunch of money. You can travel the world. You can meet a bunch of people. And it's cool. You just need to do things responsibly. Don't gamble money you can't afford to lose. And know when to call it quits. And have fun.
Yeah, I just say know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
Yeah, but I just recommend it because, and that's why I'd like to get Maurice on, because he can explain it. He can explain it, like he knows he's in an advantage as being the black dude that in the tournament with all the damn chips. These white boys don't know what to do with that, man. They just don't. I know what it is too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you sit down and you got a higher IQ when it comes to that game than all of them, but they just assume you're a damn idiot.
Yeah.
They just assume you're an idiot because they look at you. Yeah. And I mean, I don't have near the stats that he has, but it's just funny because I'm like, they still assume you're an idiot after you've been all over the world and won all these damn tournaments and won millions of dollars, and you're like 180th or something on the all-time money list, like poker's all-time money list. Come on. And you got people that don't even know better, that think you're the idiot and you don't know what you're doing. Okay? You get to take their money for that.
Yeah, easy pickings, baby. That's hustling them real good. That's hustling at its finest.
Yeah. And he'll even tell you too. He's like, I'm also lucky as hell too. He'll tell you that. He's like, I'm lucky too. And that's a big part of it. So it's just something to talk about. I try to give people all types of different hustles. I done told people how to come up on businesses that are already running. Like, you don't have to start one up. Like these people that tell you, oh, you got to start up your own business from scratch. No, you can buy one that's already running. That's how a lot of these folks are coming from the Middle East and stuff over here, and boom, they just got wealth immediately. If they don't have to connect on, petrol, gas, diamonds, all of that other shit, where they can just set up their own gas stations and convenience stores and all of these novelty shops, they're just buying businesses that are already running. That's why you see all of these damn pizza places, pizza places coming up, and they're Middle Eastern owned.
Yep, those are facts.
Used to be owned by some Italian family. Now you got Arabs in here making your pizza and your pasta. And I'm just using that as an example. They're buying up everything. They're buying businesses that are already running. They're not starting up a damn thing.
Oh.
Like I said about here in New York, these Caribbeans and Africans, they're making soul food that sucks. But I wouldn't touch it, bro, because not the soul food we all grew up on, bro. That's a fact.
That's not soul food, bro. I'm like, yo, y'all making
exactly
in Africa. The hell nah. You don't even have the fattening, nasty shit in it that we like that tastes all good. Like, real.
All right, Coach.
You don't even have that stuff in there that gives us the itis.
Yep. Jim's Coach. The link for Niggerland's in the chat room, so go do it. There it is.
Yeah.
And NT, I thank you for subscribing to it, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you need at least 5 followers to go live. So I don't even have my 5 followers yet, so it's all good.
Yeah,
but all my content is up there.
Yeah, let's go over there. Join up. Here it is for everybody to know. We put it up here over the weekend. I wasn't on. I was too focused on the football on Sunday. That's why I didn't talk about it. There we go. This is for everybody. Showed it before. Oh man. There you go. So everybody go over there, hit it up, go sign up. Let's do this. So we can have some
bad.
fun.
I don't see how you only got 1 follower, and that's me. So
yeah. Well, I just put it up last night. So
yeah, I don't even know if I got 1. You know what I'm saying? I might not even have 1. So I gotta plug mine too. Thanks for reminding me. I gotta go and throw that shit in all my descriptions.
Yeah, so the link is in the chat. And Jim, you go over there and subscribe, brother. Since you're gonna be here for the NBA with me every Wednesday night, doing the NBA. But there it is. I told you guys what's gonna happen. Don't worry about it. Take my time doing things because I like to focus and concentrate on the sports. But now on Saturday nights, you have an outlet. Jim's went over there to subscribe. Thank you very much. I hope Coach did. And I'll easily get 2 more. Hopefully by Thursday. So I can go live and get this started.
I'm on go. I went over there earlier and tried to get onto it. I tried to find you. And I clicked on your link or whatever. It wouldn't take me to it. It was telling me it don't exist or some shit. I don't know what's going on. I got Rumble though, so I don't know what's going on. I probably got to check my settings or some shit.
Yeah, Auntie's in there. What you call it? Who else went in there today? But I don't think he's described. I think Gemini is gonna go in there, but they're gonna spread the word for me. But it's coming. And Coach, you could take a guess who's gonna be my first target. Because he's at it again.
Oh, that's the swirler chick.
Kayla Nicole at it again.
Yeah, Kayla Nicole. That's her name. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, the original swirler. You told me she went and got us $7 million man now. The original one.
Yes. Yeah. Crystal Carrington.
Yeah, she done got left it swirling along.
Yeah, she got herself a $7 million a year making geek black man in the tech business. And she said, I never told you girls to go white. I told you girls pick the right man for the job. If you're gonna tell me that a $7 million a year earner is not the right man, then that's on you. When I saw her do that shit last year, I fell on the floor. Oh my God, Chris Logic, of course, that swirler.
Well, that nut job.
Yeah, do us a
Go
favor.
ahead.
She goes, do us a favor. Don't bring him around. I'm like, you're that stupid that you wouldn't want a $7 million a year earner? You crazy.
Is he a black dude?
Yeah.
Hell nah. Chris Logic been adamant about that. I give her that. She ain't told the line when it come to that, man. She had some chicks in her chat box that was talking about, oh well, what if we still enjoy having sex with black men? But she said, no, my channel, these conversations are for women that want to divest from black men altogether. Hey, and then there were some gay dudes that popped up. Like, yeah, we get it. These black men got issues. They're like, yeah, that goes for you too. We don't want to deal with no gay black men neither. No, for real. Like she did not toe the line and did streams about that. Was like, yeah, I mean that. Like, yeah, the gay ones can stay the hell up out of here too.
I say this for that young lady. I'll give her this.
I mean, they said if you still sneaking off, getting you some black phallus, these conversations ain't for you.
No. She 100% dedication.
I respect that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't toe the line, bro. She stepped over it. She went to the other side and was like, hey, if you ain't coming on the other side too, stay from around me.
Oh, man. Oh, God. She did the greatest. She named the greatest nickname of all. For who's my guys? Who's my two guys? Fresh and Fit. She calls them Fruity and Fraud. When she said that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Oh man.
Are they back on the monetization?
Like, I don't like that shit, man. I never did. I never did. But you know what I'm saying? Like I say, she stayed, you know what I'm saying? She ain't been on no fence when it comes to that whole divesting thing. She's like, hey man, if y'all trying to just get away from black men entirely, then hey, we cool with it. That means we don't even want gay ones over here.
She what you call it? Ever since she snapped, ever since her and Jessica X got into it.
You tried to frame that chick.
Yeah,
that was messed up.
It was funny though.
I mean, it was it was funny once Jessica addressed it.
DJ Cooler
and just made her look stupid. Yeah.
DJ Cooler told me she is the dumbest bitch he's ever counted.
God damn.
He's right. He's right. She is that. But Chris Logic is. If you ever just listen to her commentary or, you know, some of the conversations she be having, like, nah, bro. Like, nah, something wrong with you. You know?
She's good looking too. I'll give her that.
That's all she is. That's likely the only reason why the chick has a roof over her head and food to eat every damn night. Because it damn sure ain't off of her intellect.
Man.
It ain't her intellect, it ain't her skills, and it ain't because of a damn thing that she earned.
She's got a nice house. I'll give her that.
Yeah. If you look like that, would you have a nice house? I know I would. That's what I'm saying. You look like that and you got a vagina attached to you, and if you broke, you got issues. Something wrong with you. Like something really wrong with you. Because you could look like that, have a vagina attached to you, and something be wrong with you, and you could still magoo into a living.
Yeah, the tricking ain't gonna.
That's what I'm saying. I know plenty of stupid ass, worthless, beautiful women that just magoo right into a good living.
Damn, this magoo right into a good living.
It's the truth. Yeah. Some of
How
them
can you?
Magoo in the spousal support, alimony, and all that other stuff when they damn ball player husband retires.
Oh yeah. As soon as he retired, they gone.
Yeah.
Ask Kevin Garnett about that shit.
Kevin Garnett, funny man. He tried to pass on some of that damn IRS debt to wifey. He's like, if I still owe her a percentage of my money that comes in, I'm in debt. Like I'm broke right now. So she get a percent. She want a percentage of that because his accountant had took all that damn money.
I gotta give her a shout.
So he's like, is she on the hook for some of this damn debt?
Shout out to Chris Logic.
Since she wants some of what I got, she can have half of what I got.
Yo, bro.
He was like, she got more than half if she wanted.
Bro, she made a video saying OJ Duke Jackson fans conspired to kill Black women. Bitch.
Oh, fuck, man, come on. That's what I'm saying, bro. The shit Chris Logic be saying, bro.
Yeah, it's a clueless motherfucking. It's a clueless women in the space, bro. I don't know how the hell they get me that subscriber. Ain't teaching a motherfucker.
Y'all
shit.
saw Queen Maker get dragged last night?
Who drug her last night? Who did?
Raw B had dragged her.
Oh, okay, Rob B.
Yeah, yeah, it was on Daryl's. But this one was kind of funny, man. Cause I guess she got ran up on, and she wasn't ready for that energy, not from a woman, I guess. I don't know. And then she got pissed off, rage quit the panel. Bro, she came up there with a damn stocking wave cap on, right? And then, like, for real, dude, she looked like damn, like, you remember how Tommy used to look on the episode of Martin before he went to sleep? Bald headed with a damn wave cap.
Yeah.
That's how she come up on there. You know what I'm saying? And she getting dragged while she wearing the wave cap. And then she leaves the panel and comes back with a damn wig on. I told you the chick looked like damn Officer Alex Murphy from RoboCop when he take his damn helmet off. I told you the chick looked like that.
You ain't got no damn job.
Nah, but bro, and then she comes back and says, of course she says that woman had manly energy and all of this other stuff, and really just tried to blame her getting dragged by another woman on men. This is male energy. You see, this is the same type of energy I got when a man was arguing with me and I didn't want to argue with him and I just left. And then he broke the door down and then he proceeded to try to hit me. I'm like, what the fuck? That's dangerous, man. That's dangerous rhetoric right there, man.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Chris Elliott.
I was like, yo, that mean, yo, you will make anything into whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, that's how they have it.
No, that's not cool.
Bro.
You know? Oh, you got Plat backstage.
Oh, finally. Now you guys can stick around. I'm gonna make the college picks. Our guest is here, the great Platinum Elite, everybody. There we go.
What up, Plat?
Yeah, what up, Plat?
Yeah, what's up?
Man, I'm up here with all the players. That's what's up.
What's up, man?
Yeah, we're all good, man.
What's up?
Yeah, we're good. You know, I know I'm good.
Trying to kill, man.
I enjoyed these two gentlemen with me today, keeping me company. So, got Jim's fired up in the chat.
But I know Plat's about to go in with the football. I know he's getting his stuff straight. Mace, I don't really make many basketball preseason predictions.
Yes.
I usually don't because you really don't know how teams are going to gel until after like 20 games into the season. Anyway, you know, and usually the team that's projected to be on top, unless they just stack the deck, like totally stack the deck, they ain't going to be there, man. They ain't going to be there. Especially now when teams are load managing. Like nobody cares about the NBA season. And the teams really shouldn't care anymore now because there's a play-in tournament now.
There you go.
10 out of 16 teams make it. So come on. It's like, you know, I don't blame them for not caring. We just watched the Miami Heat make it to the finals as a play-in team. So they don't even care about that regular season, dude.
It's true. It's true. And just take that Lakers in 47.5.
Well, it used to be important because the only way that you could be ready for the playoffs was if you were the best conditioned team. That's back in the day. Now, bro, teams don't even play back-to-backs in the playoffs anymore. Remember that? Unless you were traveling, you played back-to-back. Or unless it was the NBA Finals, you played back-to-back. Now there's 2-3 days between playoff games.
That is true. Sometimes
So you know what I'm saying? The conditioning isn't even that big of a deal.
Nope.
Come playoffs.
It's like they get 2 months of playoffs all for themselves.
Yeah.
So take that 47.5, partner.
Yeah, and that's just so you can squeeze all the games on TV. It's just not what it used to be, man.
Nope.
You know?
That's why I stick with football and baseball. No doubt about that.
Well, this is the year that they start giving you a football game every night. And okay, it's going to become MAC. I don't know when they're going to start doing it, but you'll be getting just all these MAC games and MAC championship and JSU, and they're doing it now. And we got tonight. We got Middle Tennessee at Liberty undefeated, 14.5 point favorites. I'm just gonna hop into that, man. You got to give me Liberty on that.
I got you.
I don't trust Middle. Don't trust them. I can't believe they actually led Jackson State, but they did. If I play that, I got to take them 14. They'll probably be maybe 15 come kickoff in about next 3 hours. But I'll take the 15. I'll take the 15.
I mean, yeah, you got 14.5 now. I'm going to pivot a little bit, but I ain't going to go too far off topic. Plat, did you get either of them 2 picks? I still call them the New Jersey Jets, but yeah, the Jets or the Browns.
Or you talking about like now or
last week?
Jets, Eagles. Yeah, I don't know how Jets beat the Eagles. I took the Eagles. Now everybody's been saying about the Eagles because they did it with Denver. They said be careful with the Eagles. They got a really good defense. And they might even beat Denver. Now I believe that one because I saw the way Denver playing. But somebody mentioned they would beat Eagles. I said bullshit, and they beat them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did Hurt play bad or something?
Yeah, he threw 3 interceptions.
Yeah, but
okay. There you go.
Could have threw 5.
Yeah,
he could have threw 5.
Okay, he played like dog. Okay.
But then you got San Fran.
Oh, I saw that one. Oh no, I saw that one. I felt that one in my bones. I felt they was gonna lose to the Browns because I think the Browns have the best defense.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they
so
showed it last week. They showed it against the 49ers.
And then they got that dude with 95.
That would be
Myles Garrett.
Yeah, they got that big fucking dude.
He's a nut.
Yeah,
he's a nut.
Yeah, he can put pressure on you.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's a mean dude too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker gave Trent Williams hell. He gave Trent Williams hell.
Well, Trent Williams kind of passed his prime too, man. Don't get me wrong, he's still very, very effective. You know what I'm saying, at that tackle spot, but he's not what he used to be.
I think he made all pro last year, did he?
Trent Williams?
Yeah, I think he was all pro last year.
Yeah, he's all pro every damn year. But I'm just saying, he's not what he used to be.
No, he's not what he was when he was over there with the Skins. You're right about that. But he's still good.
No,
he dominates he dominates every time you see him. But Myles Garrett is tall as him, strong as him, and fast. And fast some shit. He got like 6'4" and shit. 275, 280. So that's all they excited that Myles Garrett. He don't get no publicity because who we play for. If we play for anybody else but the Browns, he'd be considered the number one player.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you got Parsons, whatever. But I mean, he's the prototypical linebacker now. You know what I'm saying? Outside linebacker, like prototypical. You know,
On that game
big,
last night,
strong,
he was
fast.
athlete.
You know,
Mhm.
Yeah, you got it, Platinum.
Yeah, we're gonna take Liberty minus the point, and that line will probably move. I don't trust middle, and I'm looking at this right now. Middle at Liberty. I've watched middle 2-5. They turn the ball over. I go ahead and take Liberty. Then you got 7:30. You got JSU, Jackson State at Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky 4-2. Jackson State 5-2, and you got a Jackson State 7.5 point dog. Now, I take those points. I take JSU. I don't see now. Last week JSU played Liberty, and JSU was underdogs, and Liberty beat them. Liberty's undefeated. Western Kentucky, I looked. I think they played Ohio State. They got smoked, 63-10. I don't know why the line maker's setting that up like that at home. I don't know what he sees about Jackson State that he think they're a 7-point underdog at Western. To be honest with you, man, if I had some loose money, if I was up, if I had house money, I put 100 on the money line for them to come back. They lost that one game. I don't see why they don't jump right back into just winning games. You give me 7 points, I probably take the money line against Western Kentucky.
So you taking Western Kentucky in this one?
No, I'd take the points. I would take the win straight up, but I'm saying if you want to know my pick, I'd take JSU plus the 7.5. I'll just take the 7.5.
Okay.
And you got Southern Miss at South Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
17.5. 3-3 versus 1-5. Wow, that's 17.5. That's a lot to give up. That's telling me that
It's 18.5 now.
18.5. Yeah, that's telling me that the linebacker has basically given up. He's basically said, he's basically said that this team is trash. This Southern Miss team is absolute trash. That's a long line. And what you tend to do now, if you're going to play it, I would take the minus the 17.5. I would take South Alabama. When you see these lines like that and they're sort of extremely high, yeah. Well, they're begging you to take Southern Miss.
Yeah.
Take the 7.5. But okay, now this is the problem. Now this is these Tuesday night games. The code that you go by is bad team, good team. You never ask a good team to win. You never ask you never ask a good team to lose. You never ask a bad team to win. So, man, I mean, South Alabama, I haven't seen them play. You want them to win by 20 points, 17.5. I'd skip the game, but if I had to pick the game, I'd go ahead and take the points.
Okay.
These are the type of teams, Mace, that win 9-3.
Yeah.
You putting 17 points on these teams. That's a lot to ask. So, but they know, I haven't, to be honest with you, I'm looking. Let me look one more time. I had here it is right here. Here it is. Okay, I got it. All right. South Alabama. Yeah, they're saying that South Alabama should cover. So they got a lot of talent on that team, and that Southern Miss stinks.
Yeah, Brett Favre ain't gonna come save him. The old Cleveland Brown, Michael Jackson, the wide receiver back in the 90s, ain't gonna save him.
Okay, then we got Wednesday.
FIU and Sam Houston. Sam Houston, 5-point favorite.
Yeah, as Sam Houston. FIU stinks. And then you got New Mexico over UTEP.
3.5.
Yeah, I'm taking New Mexico State.
All right, let me pull it up.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest with you, Mace,
yeah.
I personally don't. I know what I put on the flyer.
Yeah.
But I just don't like to jump out there like that on these games. Like, because when I wake up tomorrow, man, I'm telling you, it has a lot to do with what I'm looking at, what the other teams did. And, man, I just don't like to get ahead of myself and start calling games 3, 4 days ahead like that. But we can go with that. We can go with Sam Houston and New Mexico State. Now we're getting into Tuesday night. What's the Tuesday night game?
Now we did Tuesday. We're Wednesday night now.
What's the Thursday night game?
Thursday night is Rice and Tulsa. And we got Kansas team. James Madison, 4-point favorite at Marshall. James Madison looks real good. I saw them Saturday. -4.
Let me see. Yeah, they're undefeated, right? James Madison?
Yeah.
Then you got Tulsa and okay.
What's up, Big Red?
I'd stay with James Madison. -4, 4.5. And I'd stay with Tulsa. -3.5. And then you got to go ahead and get that that NFL game. What's the NFL game?
Jacksonville and New Orleans.
Okay. Man, I'd take Jacksonville.
Yeah, I would too. Saints are nothing we thought they were. And I blame the coach for that. Jaguars.
Jaguars a real scrappy team, man.
Yeah, they'll come back from the dead. They'll be 5-2 if they win this week, and I think they will win in New Orleans.
Well, did they lose last year in the playoffs too?
They lost a close one in Kansas City.
Okay.
They were the team that put Mahomes out.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I take Jacksonville, and the Friday night game is what we got Friday.
Friday night we have SMU at Temple. SMU 19.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I don't see Temple, and that's the only game. Okay.
Friday night.
Well, all right. I'm gonna tell you, this is a Friday night at home, 2-5 Temple. I probably would take SMU, but you do have to deal with it's the only game on at night. This is the only college football game on Friday.
Yep, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, nobody else. There's no pro game other than high school football, college football. They got the stage to themselves. This is the problem that you run into with these broadcast games. Is it's at Temple. This is a chance for them. This is their bowl game. They're on TV. They got SMU 4-2. This is a chance for them to say, "Hey, let's get our shit together." The crowd's with us. We're on TV, guys. Come on. I know we could do better. And then they're 19.5-point dogs. They can keep this thing close and keep it to a field goal, or they can win. So I don't like the fact that Temple's at home on TV, and then they got to give up 20 points to SMU. But let me just say this: in all actuality, you don't even play these games; you skip them.
Yeah.
Maybe play baseball. But if I got to throw it out, I go ahead and take SMU.
Okay. So let me put SMU down there. So your picks are Liberty 14.5. My boys Jacksonville State plus 7.5. New Mexico State minus 4.5. Tulsa minus 3. The Jaguars on Thursday night in the NFL, and SMU minus 19.5. Okay. Then the number one game on the board, when we come back on Thursday, is the big one: Penn State and Ohio State.
What about it?
And we'll do that Thursday.
Yeah, that won't even. Yeah, more than likely, it's people going to say take Ohio State because he's never done it, and that's the thing about it. If they've never done it, then why expect him to do it this week? And even though he could do it, when you start talking about the odds, and that's your money, why would you expect him to do it this? If he hadn't done it, the streak is he won't do it. So don't expect him to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what James is going to do. Yeah, he's got a strong team, man. We'll see. We'll see. It's at Ohio State too. So
yeah, Columbus, 11 o'clock your time, Saturday morning for you. It'll be Saturday afternoon for me, 12 o'clock.
I wonder if game day is going to go there. They
already said they'll be in Columbus.
Okay, so he's going to be up there on stage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I want to know if he's going to get the Dion treatment.
Yeah, man, we'll find out. I'm excited though. You know what I'm saying? I'm pumped up.
To be honest with you, I don't like that. This is I actually liked Ohio the last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's the coaching. Okay, the difference is okay, James is playing. I don't know what's going on with him this year. He's going bananas. He's not letting up. He's not putting his backups in. I mean, he's putting as many points as he can. Ohio State is letting the air out of the football in the third, fourth, putting the backups in the fourth quarter, not scoring, not trying to score 3 and out. So if that can come back to haunt you, maybe they'll give Penn State the edge. Same thing with Michigan. Michigan's not giving up. Penn State, Michigan are playing through the whistle. Ohio State's been BSing. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, like the big thing with James and Penn is he doesn't beat ranked teams, and he's never beat those two teams. So what would make you expect? That's what a lot of the handicappers would say. Well, that's a streak. He's a loser when it comes to those teams. He's whatever 8-0, 0-8, 0-8 against these teams, ranked teams. How many times? What makes you think this year? Because every year people think he's going to overcome. What makes you think he's overcome? So the money would go to the other team. So that's what I'm saying. So it's a no play for me. It would be, I would just look on the board at 12 o'clock. There's a bunch of other games. I just pick somebody else, and then you could watch that game and just enjoy it, you know. But I don't. Ohio State's is an extremely strong team, man. They're just poorly coached.
I'm laughing because you're telling the truth.
Yeah, so it's like you're betting against. It'd be like betting against Georgia, even though Georgia hadn't covered. I don't know if you guys have done. Go and put money. Take South Carolina or take. Think Vandy cover. Take these teams against Georgia. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Georgia's bored right now.
Oh, they're bored.
Yeah, they're bored right now.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
Hey, Plat, I'm being real here, and I'm being honest. You know, people were killing me this week up here because I told them about Nick Saban is no longer the story, which is the truth. The story in all of sports, folks, if you care. Kirby Smart and Georgia can do something vague. My mother was even born. My parents weren't even born yet.
Well,
the last three-peat team we had was Minnesota, 1934 to 1936. This is the first team in the history of college football that can three-peat in the modern era.
yeah, but Mace, the problem with that is you just said it. It hasn't been done in that long a time, so I wouldn't. Oh, I don't know about now. You're talking about getting into the playoffs and all of that, and that's a big deal.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go into the. I'm not ready to pick any of them in the playoffs. Not yet.
it's still too early.
Yeah, well, first of all, we don't even know who's going to be in there.
Exactly. You're right. Well, you can say Ohio State, Michigan. One of those two is going to be in it.
Okay, you can say you're right. One of them, yeah.
You could say that. The other ones, we don't know yet. You're right about that. Right now, like if you want to talk about the SEC, right now is Georgia and Alabama. Now, if Alabama loses one more, they're done. Georgia can still lose. Let's say Georgia goes undefeated, but they lose the SEC championship game. They're going to be in the playoffs. They'll probably be ranked third or fourth, but they will be in the playoffs.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe if Washington, which I think they said will be favored the rest of their games.
Yeah, they will be.
Yeah, what if Washington wins out and they're undefeated?
They'll make the playoffs because they play in the bowl alliance. They'll make it. Plus, they have a quarterback that's going to be a top draft pick in the NFL. They'll make it. They'll be in.
So a one-loss Georgia
can get in. Yeah. Only if they lose the SEC title game.
Okay. It's only going to be, 6 teams, right?
4.
4 teams, yeah. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, man.
Right
now, Florida State's undefeated.
Yeah, I think they're going to win out. So you can give them a spot. You can give Ohio, Michigan winner a spot. That's 2. And then you got Georgia. Even if they go undefeated in the regular season, they're going to get in. That's 3. And most likely Washington or the winner of Georgia against the winner of whoever beats Georgia, that's Alabama, they're going to get it.
What about Oklahoma? You got you go. Yeah, you go and look. Go look at the top 25. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get. I don't think they're going to leave out undefeated teams for one-loss teams. When they vote, they're going to wind up. If they lose a game, they're not going to make the playoffs.
Let me take a look at something. Let me take a look at the rest of the schedule. College football. I'll find out something right now among us. Let's see. College.
You always got even Notre Dame's out there. You got
No, they got 2 losses. They're not going to get it.
well. You know what? I think if Dion can win,
They ain't winning no more.
well, just like for instance, he could win most of his games, right? So he's what 4-3. Say he's 8-4. No, I think for money purposes, I think he could get with Notre Dame and get in a bowl. They'll make money. They'll make a pile of money.
But he ain't going to beat the power teams that are left in the Pac-12 they got left. I thought they can beat Arizona after Arizona went up to Pullman against number 19 Washington State and beat them 44-6. Dion, all bets are Dion. The season's over, bro. Let me play that. Dion, you'll be lucky if you make the Sun Bowl. Okay, I'm dead serious about this. What you better do, Dion, is make sure Warren Sapp and Steve Hutchinson get you some players on the offensive defensive line. And I'm talking about Dion, 300-pound brutes on the offensive line. You do that, you'll be in business for the 12-team playoffs next year. Here you go, Plat. As we speak, okay? Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, Florida State, Washington, Oklahoma. I'm going to stop right there. Of those 6 teams, Plat, only one's going to get in. You get what I'm saying?
Well, we'll see. We have to wait.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's a week by week thing,
Yeah, but Plat, Michigan, Ohio State got to play each other.
Okay. They got to play each other, yeah.
Yeah, and the one that loses is not getting to the playoffs.
Okay.
Let me see.
I don't think Ohio State's going to beat Michigan. I really think, I'm hoping Franklin can come in and probably get them both. I don't know how. I mean, if you watch Michigan and then you watch the way, man, he's going to have to really, really be ready to get Michigan.
Let me see something. Stay right here. Let me look at the schedules for these teams. Let me do Washington first. Go over to Washington. I saw their schedule the other day, too. I was looking at it. Not a coincidence. Here we are, college football. Let me get the Huskies up there. Where's the Pac-12? Here we go. We'll do Washington first. You know they're going to play Washington State. That's tradition. That's their last game. Question is, where is the game? All right. Washington is at Arizona. Oh, Jesus. Okay, they won these games. They already had their bye. This beat Oregon. They got Arizona State at home this week. Then at Stanford, at USC, Utah, at Oregon State. That is not easy. They can slip up and lose a game. They can lose a game. Plat. Let me see.
Well, they're not ready for a national champ. They're not ready for the playoffs. They're not a playoff team. They barely beat Oregon. Now, one thing I will say about them, I don't think they're gonna do what Colorado is doing. They're not gonna be beat. If they do lose, it's not gonna be one of those teams, maybe Utah, but it won't be well, it won't be Arizona. It won't be it won't be Stanford. It won't be Arizona. You said Washington State lost to
Arizona at home 44-6.
Yeah, it's not going to be those teams. Not Washington. Not Washington. Not going to lose to those teams.
Yeah, here we go. This is Penn State. After Ohio State, they got Indiana at home, at Maryland. There you go, Plat. November 11th, folks, is the biggest day of the year for college football. One of the games they're going to have, and you can guarantee you this will be, they got it at 12 noon. I think they'll move this. If they beat Ohio State, that's only if they beat Ohio State. If they don't beat Ohio State, then Michigan, November the 11th. Then they have Rutgers, and then at Michigan State.
Well, they better watch out for both of those teams. That's Penn State, because Michigan State is waking up, and Rutgers is a lot better than people think they are. Rutgers had a chance. I wouldn't go so far to say they're going to beat Michigan, but if they wouldn't have thrown that, the guy threw a screen. If he doesn't throw that interception, because they actually had the lead on Michigan.
You know, that's one of the games I was going to pick this Saturday, believe it. I was going to pick Franklin, but something told me to hold off for a second. Right now, I got Oregon -20. I jumped all over Oregon this week. I think Bo Nix is going to light the skyline up this week after losing a tough one.
Who are they playing?
Washington State.
He probably will. Was it at Oregon?
Yeah.
They probably will, yeah. I didn't like their uniforms against Washington. I like the silver.
Yeah, they change up all the time. The other game I liked, I was going to take Iowa, but I left it alone because Iowa, Minnesota, anything can happen. Oh, who else did I like? Because I was looking at it last night up here. Oh, I like Texas San Antonio 3.5 at FAU.
Oh, you're talking about the Friday night games?
No, they play Saturday at 6 o'clock.
UTSA?
Yeah, at Florida Atlantic. Yeah. I took the 3.5.
Yeah. Franklin. Yeah, like that quarterback. 5th-year senior. He's only been hurt. Man, that is one guy who is a difference maker. When he plays, it's like night and day. He really gets that offense going. So 3.
I'm not gonna touch the good old boy Kiffin, 6.5 point favorite at Auburn. I left that alone.
Ole Miss. Okay, Ole Miss still got that one that Alabama lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should win out. So
I was thinking of Michigan against Michigan State, but I left it alone.
That's who they play?
Yeah. At East Lansing.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, if you want to save the season, go in there and beat Michigan. They played Rutgers. They weren't supposed to play well. They actually had the lead. I don't think realistically though they can beat Michigan. They just don't have the talent. They can play them tough, but Michigan just too strong. And Harbaugh is actually going, like when you start talking about gambling, Harbaugh is actually trying to cover the spread.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, what's the line on there?
Which one? Michigan?
Michigan State.
24.5, Michigan.
Well, that's what you got to pay, man. You got to pay a premium, 25 points. The way they played Rutgers, they had the lead. They're waking up. Then they actually covered the spread. They are waking up. So I can see them playing hardball tough. I can't see them winning. 25 points. I wouldn't play it. I go somewhere else. I find another game.
Yeah, I'm not touching it. I'm trying to find a third game. I said F you to Nick Saban that he cost me last week. I like Iowa, but I'm gonna leave it alone because they're playing Minnesota. And those Big Ten games where the teams don't matter, who the hell knows what's gonna happen? Wisconsin 2.5 at Illinois. I'm gonna leave that alone. So I'm gonna stick with Texas San Antonio, and I'm gonna stick with Bo Nix 20-point favorite. Hey, let me ask you this: how did you know last week about Pitt? And they pulled it off
because they had won the game big, and normally teams they have a letdown when they win big games like that. Louisville, and no matter how hard you and it's like you can't make it up. No matter how hard you tell those guys, study game tape. They don't. They'll go in there because they're college kids. They'll be full of themselves and they'll say, "Oh shit, Pitt's 1-5," and they're in there playing video games and they're not focused on the other team, and they're going through the motions, and they show up and they're not prepared for game day. And then guys, and this other team, on the other hand, is studying its ass off. They see your weaknesses and they come out and they play. And in the middle of a game, it's really just too late to wake up. And that's what happened. They walked into it and they lost. That was a classic letdown. You could say the same thing about Notre Dame. Notre Dame probably went to Louisville thinking, "Oh man, this is a walk in the park." And they got beat. And also USC, Notre Dame showed that Pac-12 is a weak conference because USC got beat by them. So
no, Notre Dame beat USC. They crushed them.
That's what I've said. USC is a weak the Pac-12 or whatever is a weak conference because Notre Dame beat USC. No, USC was like ranked 3 or 4, undefeated, and Notre Dame killed them. Notre Dame's not even a good team. I mean, when you start looking at it, they got 2 losses. So that's what I'm saying. You're talking about Washington, all of that going to the playoffs. Those teams they're not ready to play the major
big boy football.
Yeah, they're not ready. They're just not ready for those teams. Even Oregon, somebody was saying Oregon against Georgia. Oregon, they don't if you've ever watched them in the past, they don't play defense. They don't care about Oregon's offense. They don't care. They line up the same way they would be lining up for any other team. Oregon can put 3 men on one side and try to throw screens. They're not gonna be able to get anywhere. And because the speed, pretty much, they're not gonna beat them. They're gonna match them speeds for speed, but they're so strong. They're not gonna have no time to throw. They're gonna stay in the backfield. They won't be able to run on them. So, and they don't really care about their funny wide open spreads. They play spreads all the time. I've watched Alabama. I've watched Georgia. I've watched them play teams that Baylor and stuff, teams that's all spread out all the time, and they don't change when you look at the defense, they're sort of in a zone, but the reason they're not worried about it because you're not going to have any time to throw. You're not going to be able to read the defense, and they're going to stay in your backfield. You're going to have to do little quick throws. And if you keep throwing screens, they're going to jump the screen and they're going to run it back. And then you're going to turn it over and then they're going to beat you. But that stuff that Bo Nix was doing against Washington, that's Washington. He wouldn't be able to do that against no, he wouldn't be able to do that against a better team.
Yeah, Bo Nix impressed me more than Penix. Even though
he had a better game.
I've seen enough of Penix. I know how good Penix is. I've seen enough of Penix. I really didn't. I'm not on the Bo Nix bandwagon, but I know the kid got some talent.
Well, okay. Well, he's got to go to the combine, and we'll see. He'll probably get drafted.
There's a lot of people in the NFL that I know NFL scouts are beaming that these quarterbacks are showing. The only one to me has been shaky has been the Notre Dame quarterback. But other than that, man, Caleb took a major setback. Caleb kissed his Heisman back-to-back goodbye. Tell you, a lot of people like the Duke quarterback.
Are they still?
I like them too.
Have they lost the game yet?
Duke, yeah, they lost to Notre Dame.
We'll have to all that stuff. Mace will work itself out. We got a bowl season. We got to play the rest of these games. We got the conference championships. Then we got the playoff. I mean, we got a bowl season. Then we got the playoffs.
Yeah,
then we got the NFL combine, and that's just all that stuff will happen when it happens. I'm not even concerned with that. Penix, all those guys are young college guys. Where they go, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we're going to enjoy it. I know I'm going to enjoy it.
The team that I think people are better wake up to is the Texans, though. I think this is real.
Oh, I know it's real.
I think they're getting better. And people better watch out for the Texans.
Yeah. Big Red said Oklahoma's definitely going to the playoffs. And I get the feeling I know who Big Red is. Gotta be an Oklahoma fan to say that statement. And Jim's, as usual, that was a good game, better than NFL games I've watched this year. Yeah, Oregon and Washington was awesome. And I'm not a big Pac-10 fan. That was a hell of a game.
Yeah, but I don't. Once again, you're not going to get. Washington didn't cover. They're already overlaying Washington. You're not going to really get a lot out of that team. That team's really not that good. It's mostly a quarterback. And in all honesty, like you said, Bo Nix outplayed him. He's not that good. He's a good pro prospect. He's a good story because he got hurt a lot. And I saw his family. I didn't see a male influence. He'll go to the pros. And hopefully, he's somebody you can root for. But his team, the Washington Huskies, they're not good. That defense is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not right now. I like the story of Georgia, but Georgia right now is comatose until they play Florida next week because they're off this week. They got Florida next week, and that's a game they may trip up. But let me get Georgia's schedule. What's Georgia at? Georgia. College football. There they are. College football. Georgia. Whew. Get their schedule. This is Georgia the rest of the way. They're off this week. Then they got Florida after that. Then Missouri, Georgia's going to be a game, folks. Missouri has shocked the hell out of me how good they've been this year. You only got one loss, and that's going to be a tough game. That's going to be in Athens, November the 4th. Then they got Ole Miss at home. Then they're at Tennessee. That's another game that's going to be a challenge. And then they play Georgia Tech. So Georgia, looking forward, they don't have it that easy to go undefeated and make their playoff game, their bowl game, SEC title game. Let me look at Nick Saban's schedule the rest of the way. Where's Saban at? Okay, Saban's right here. I think Florida State goes undefeated. I think the only tough game they're going to have left is Miami and Tallahassee. Other than that, I think Florida State's going to be in the playoffs. Here we go. Alabama. They got their bye week next week. They got Tennessee at home, then LSU at home. So those are two big games right there. At Kentucky, Tennessee, Chattanooga. You know, Nick scheduled these bullshit games. So he has a stretch, Nick, of LSU, Kentucky, and yeah, he only got LSU left. If he does that, he'll beat Kentucky. They do that, Nick's gonna win out, and then we'll most likely see Nick in the title game because he lost the out of conference game. So that's the way it's looking for them. So
Yeah, you know, Mace, I don't really play the SEC. I stay out of the SEC.
yeah, I know.
It's so hard to predict them. So you can expect them all. I see the Tennessee, Ole Miss, and all that, Georgia. You can pretty much expect them all to win out and maybe get the championship game. Now, can he play Georgia in the championship game, Mace?
Yes.
You would think the odds. Well, I don't know where he's going to get his points from. I say he pretty much still has his defense. He just doesn't have an offense. I don't know where he's going to get his points from, but I wouldn't bet against him if he winds up playing Georgia in the championship games. I think he can beat him. I think he'll beat him.
Really?
Well, yeah, I think that he hadn't been in the championship and he's trying to win, and he just like he just beat. If you really look at it, there he shouldn't have beat Ole Miss. He beat them. He just beat Texas A&M. He's beating good teams. He struggled. You know who beat University of South Florida? You know who beat them?
Ooh.
I think JSU. Let me see. I was looking at the schedule. I think Jackson. I think James Madison.
Okay.
No, I think Western Kentucky. That's it. Western Kentucky. Yep.
Kentucky's good.
Western Kentucky beat University of South Florida 41-24. Let's take a look at South Florida. They lose to Alabama 17-3. Alabama couldn't do nothing with them, man. Now their defense showed up, but I mean they weren't gonna win the game, but they gave Alabama a run for their money to be such a bad team,
Yeah.
But Western Kentucky went in there and beat them.
They sure did. Real talk.
Yeah, UAB beat Western Kentucky 56-35. UAB. So I don't know, man.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's why they call it gambling, man, because it looks like until they kick that ball off.
That is true.
And as far as Pitt, man, I said that, but really, you need to take the points. you don't really want to, because even though they did win the game straight up, you know, but it don't matter. That's last week. Now we're worried about this week, and those are the games. And you can either play. One thing that you learn is doesn't matter what you think or how you feel. Right now, as we speak, like they got the playoffs, right? In baseball, right?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna tee up, man. They're gonna be out there ready to pitch those games, whether you watch them, don't watch them, like it, don't like it. Yeah, it doesn't really have anything to do with you. What you want to do is be a fly on the wall and be on the right side. I'm looking at these NBA games. This is what the preseason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 5 games. So, and you can put money on all those games. I think up to $5,000. When does college football start? I mean, college basketball.
In November.
Okay, November. All right. So, lots of opportunities, man.
Right about that. That's a lot.
Yeah, and Dion was talking about they got a whole week to go. Dion, I mean, the Colorado Buffaloes, they got a lot. They got a lot to do. They got a lot to learn.
Yeah, they got a lot to learn. Because the one thing they do, and I heard about this, when you be flossing Rolexes, and Willie D did a story about this young lady. She's a gambler. You can love her, Plat. She's a young, hottie sister that gambles on this channel called The Volume. And her name is Olivia Moods. And she basically called out Shedeur Sanders for flexing a Rolex. So then Willie D did a video on that. Willie D said he could buy 80 Rolexes. But what Willie D dropped the ball was a young sister like Olivia Moods. She don't give an F about niggas like Shedeur Sanders. She's one of these that she would rather be with bottom shelf Brad than be with Shedeur Sanders.
You don't do that, Mace.
No, I'm telling facts.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm not starting anything. No, my point is Willie D gotta understand one thing.
Mace, don't do that.
Willie D. Matter of fact, I like Willie D.
Mace. Let's talk football because we don't want to. We don't. That's a rabbit hole, Mace.
All right.
I don't know who this woman is. I don't know who this woman is, but
no,
I don't. Yeah, but Mace, don't. There's nothing, Mace. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you believing that. I can't do anything about that. I mean,
I got you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you got to be careful with merging YouTube philosophy with what's out there in the real world. You got to be careful with that. If the woman's a gambler, she's a gambler. And Mace, the thing about Dion and all of that stuff is that stuff matters, man. When you play in teams, you motivate teams when you do stuff like when you stunting and stuff like that. You riding around in Jags and Lexuses and stuff and trucks. You motivate your opponent.
I agree.
So it's best to be humble. That's why guys are humble, because you don't want to give them no locker room material. And Dion, that's all he's given these teams. And if you notice, he's getting the best out. That's what we said. We said Dion's going to get the best out of every one of those teams because it's basically a bowl game for them. Look at Stanford. Now I personally don't think Stanford was bad because even though they hadn't won a game, but I saw him play Hawaii. But the 13 dude, he didn't do that against Hawaii.
Nope. That's what I told my mother.
He did it against Colorado, and then he said the 97-yard touchdown got me. Dion, he called a slant. he got the slant. And once that guy got that slant, he turned it up. And his boy mistimed his angle. And once he got to the sideline, Shiloh, go and look. Shiloh's almost going for a hit. And he mistimes it, and the guy's taking off. And at the last minute, he realized, I can't hit him. I got to tackle him. By that time, he was gone. Shiloh's a hitter. He's not a tackler.
Okay. Yeah, Shiloh is one of these safeties that want to knock your head off.
Well, you better make sure you got your angles.
That is true.
And that's what I'm saying. That guy got behind him and boom.
You're right.
Yeah, and Travis Hunter, if I'm Travis Hunter's father, they got a bye week, but I want my kid. You know what, man? I tell my kid not to play no more football this year. He's going to be a high round draft pick, right, Mace?
I don't know. His last couple of weeks has exposed his ass, bro. That whole team is been. Let me put it this way: it's over for the Dion Brigade.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's necessarily over. I think, they're probably not going to win a national championship, but I don't think it's over for them. I think, Dion's job is to recruit. They understand that. So I think he's all right. Once he's able to sit there in Uncle Dennis's and Big Mama's living room and pitch, pitch them on how not only are we going to get your boy to the NFL, but we also going to help him to be a better man, and he's going to know how to manage all of this stuff. I mean, Dion's going to be able to sell that pitch, and he's going to be able to do it better than Nick Saban. You give him 3 years.
And I've been telling everybody, Dion's going to get players.
Yeah.
And like I said, next year, he better go undefeated in a very gutless Big 12.
Mm.
Well, okay. Well, look, if I'm Travis Hunter's dad or mom, because we saw it with Nick Bosa, with Ohio State. No, I mean, like, now one of them, Joy or Nick, one of them played for Ohio State, and basically he played a game. He played one game and he shut it down. He said, I'm going to the pro. And they needed him. He said, fuck you. I'm going to the pro. And he was a third round pick. And if I'm Travis Hunter, and the way I'm getting dogged out and hurt, like you said, it could affect his draft pick. So, and then he's going to have to sell that to a recruit. Hey, we'll take care of you. And the recruit's looking at Travis was projected to be a top 10 pick after playing with Dion. He went in the 4th round.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said you give him like 2 or 3 years, he'll be able to do what Saban did, and what Saban does, and what a lot of these top recruiters do. They just stack the damn team. You know what I'm saying? They stack the team, so you don't have to put that type of load and stress on one dude at every position. So they just stack it a bunch of different positions. Now I get it. There's just going to be some positions where dudes they're just on the field more than others. I get it.
Also, remember one thing: that loss that Atlanta suffered on Sunday against the Redskins, you're going to start hearing the rumblings as the Falcons keep looking shaky about Dion taking over. And there is word on the street down in Dixie that Dion's already spoke to Arthur Blank about taking this two-way player you're talking about in the draft.
You talking about Travis Hunter?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, becoming the head coach of Atlanta and drafting him?
No, the word is Arthur Blank. What's happening is Dion is positioning himself. He's keeping the left eye open at the Falcon situation. Because if that situation comes open, he's jumping. He's not even thinking.
Well, first of all, he wants to play with his son, right?
He can draft his son. He told
When
his
do
boys
they
they're not
draft?
coming out.
When
He
do they
told his
draft?
bo- Yeah, he told his boys they're not going to come out to the 25 draft. What he's doing is he knows next year if the Falcons don't really do anything next offseason, the roof is going to crumble on them. And he's right about that.
Yeah, but okay, Mace.
Yeah.
That's fine if Arthur wants to hire him, but I don't think he can get both of them. And the only way he can get both of them, that means that they're shitty. The Shiloh guys got to be. They got to mean them other teams don't want them.
I don't think Shiloh was a first round pick, if you ask me.
If I'm in that division, if I'm in that division, right, with the Falcons, I'm taking fucking Shiloh to piss him off and fuck him up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, okay, this guy wants both his kids on the Falcons. Let's go ahead and take that 3rd round pick, bring him in. We'll just let him play, see what he can do. If he's trash, hold on to him, piss Dion off. We play him twice. If I'm the Saints, like, why not? We play him twice. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to play with his kids, man. That's what I'm saying. And I think they'll do the same thing with the quarterback. Now I do believe that it's possible he'll go, to the Falcons or something. But I don't think he's going to be good. I just don't. What I don't understand about Dion is how people think that's how it works. It just don't work that way, man.
No, it doesn't.
You got a strong personality. You played for a team, so the team. Look at Elway. Elway's ass. They told Elway to get the fuck out of here, Denver. You got rid of him. And he went up there and tried to be a GM, and all he did was fuck up and throw their money down the toilet. And they got rid of his ass.
Yeah, I mean, bro, that's gonna happen. I think Dion's in a perfect spot though in college. I don't think he would stand a chance in the NFL. Just like Nick Saban didn't stand much of a chance in the NFL.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's on point.
Like I'm just saying, because it's a different game.
It's different game.
It's just a different game. Recruiting and drafting and wheeling and dealing are two different things.
And T, I've been telling
or 3 different things, really.
And T, I've been telling everybody, he's going into a perfect situation going to the Big 12, where all those teams are gutless. He has Texas, South Florida. Let me rephrase that. He got Texas, all of Florida, and Georgia to recruit from.
And not only that, I mean, don't get me wrong. Dion can go through the whole college thing for probably about another 3-4 years. If he wanted to go to the NFL, it'd be a good situation, kind of like Pete Carroll's situation was, because all of these dudes that are now available that you're trying to draft, you recruited all of them, so you know who's who. You either recruited all of them or they played for you, or there's some kind of connection there. But for right now, I think he's in the best spot for him. I hope more NFL players go to the college ranks, because that good old boys club in the NFL, it's not going to take them.
Well, I agree. I personally think when Shador leaves, if Dion stays, that'd be 2 years from now. Mm-hmm. Man, I just don't see Dion winning, because his son basically has won 2 games for him, and his son, the way he's playing, and then also the way he's coaching, he's not going to be able to coach them other guys like he coaches his son. He's got to say something to him, and that's going to piss those guys off.
That is true.
So it's going to be hard. It's going to be harder for Dion to win. And he's still Dion. Like you said, he's got a target on his back. And you could look up the ratings. The ratings must have been through the roof Friday night in that overtime game. He's a very popular coach, and he's guys want to beat Dion. They want that win. If I'm a head coach I'm playing, I want to win. If I'm coaching Arizona, like the Colorado State guy, that guy's got to be up all night right now crafting plays against when he plays the Buffaloes next year. Pissed off at Dion. Guys want to beat this guy. That ain't good. That's just not good. So I mean, but I just don't get this notion that okay, we want it's the same thing with Kenny Pickett for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, he played at the University of Pitt. He grew up a fan of Pittsburgh Steelers. He should be he's the quarterback, but he sucks. He stinks as a quarterback. But it's a great story, but look at the team. Everybody wants to say, okay, he Hall of Fame deal. He's prime times coaching Atlanta. Woo, wee-hoo. All right.
Hey Mace, man, I'll be back if you still up, man. My job is messaging me like,
yeah, go ahead, bro. I'll be up here tonight, bro.
For this last hour of the day. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you dropping by, family.
Nah, bro. Like I said, if you still up, though, I'm gonna come right back up.
Right,
and see what's up. I know they got me for at least another half hour. But Plat, it's always a pleasure, man.
Okay, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, Dion, that's not gonna work. Dion needs to just focus on being a head coach. The kids are gonna do their 2 years. They'll go where they go. And he recruits and he brings in some new players. He got to change the way he coaches. He's probably going to have to get rid of some of those coaches, bring in new coaches, the whole Warren Sapp and all that stuff. Get rid of those guys. Go find competent talent, and it's possible he can, win at Colorado. He's got a $10 million buyout. There's a lot of money in college football. Maybe somebody, contacts him and says, we want to buy him out, give him a better deal. So he goes to a better school. Say Miami, he goes to Miami lost. Say he goes to the University of Miami 2 years from now.
No, the only reason why he won't do that because Miami won't do it because the guy they brought in, which is Kane's main boy, Mario Cristobal, is a former championship player for the Hurricanes, and he's doing his job, which is we had another top 5 recruiting class this past year. So his job is just to recruit. He got the offensive, defensive coaches that's running the team. All he has to do is recruit, and he's doing a phenomenal job.
Okay, well then they're 4-2, right?
Yeah, they lost 2 in a row.
Okay, and if they lose to Florida State, which they might not, if they lose to Florida State, they'll be what, 4-3 or 6-3. And the University of Miami people are not going to be happy with that. But there are plenty of teams in college football. There's plenty of money if Dion can cobble together a winning season. There's teams that'll approach him. But see, this is my thing. He's doing this to himself. He wants to coach his children. Most guys don't get that type of luxury like that, and he wants to do it. So eventually your kid's going to go to the NFL. Then what are you going to do? Is it going to be fun to coach? Are you
I
going
think it will for him because the main reason I do is
okay.
No, the main reason I do is number one, I keep saying it. People think I'm crazy. Now that Oklahoma and Texas is going, it's going to be his every year. And till one of those teams can prove, like Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State, that he can win a big game and get to a big bowl game.
Well, wait a minute, Mace. Him playing Colorado is not a big game, and I think he can beat Colorado. I mean, they beat K-State, and I think he can beat Colorado. Colorado's not a big game. Colorado Buffaloes?
It's going to be a big game with the media on Colorado's side.
Well, Mace, are you being fair though, Mace? You think Dion's a better coach than Mike Grundy?
No, but he's a better recruiter.
I'm not even sure about that. They were saying
let me ask you this:
his recruiting class. They saying his recruiting class was like 82
right now, but he hasn't even started yet.
Oh, okay, well, let me tell you this Trevor Hunter thing, if he ruined, and I don't think he's telling the truth. I think that guy's hurt. Okay. And he played him the whole game. And I disagree. I think Dion lets those guys play. I don't want to hear that stuff about he cares about the players. That ain't what you see on the field. Those guys
No,
are
he
hurt.
doesn't care about the players.
Yeah, his fucking son was pissing blood. He's not pulling them guys out of the lineup. He's not. His son is the most sacked quarterback. He doesn't have a line, yet he still has him out there. And I'm saying, what if his son gets hurt? Who's the backup? We don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, so and Deion's not ready for this, man. When you see his press conference, he's not saying nothing. I don't know, man. I have no idea why he wants to be I don't know why he wants to be a coach. The guy's a very successful guy. He's accomplished quite a bit. The little $6 million. His 4-year, $26 million contract is nothing. That's nothing. All these guys have got $100 million deals, and they're not winning any more games than him. That's nothing in college football. So I don't even know why he's doing it. I mean, I get it. Okay, coach my sons. Okay. But once they leave, what is he going to do?
Why he's doing it? Because Deion realized something. And he found this out at Jackson State. He can get an army. And he can win a national championship at Colorado. It's the perfect place for him. It's a perfect place for his family.
Mm-hmm.
I know people getting on this week, but I promise you, next year when they're 10-2, I want to hear Colorado fans bitch and complain, and they'll make the playoffs. The one good thing about that Big 12 going into next year, no, that's right. They don't play a championship game in the Big 12. He's got to win that outright.
Well, I don't think he will. I don't. And I think that what you're seeing with the Pac-12, what you're seeing is that even those teams, Arizona State, they should have beat him. He lost to Stanford. He's got to play Arizona. And that these teams, Washington State, once they're motivated, they're a lot better than people give them credit for. So
I agree.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. He's getting the best. He's getting the best. So and we see the blueprint. A lot of teams are gonna come in. He's gonna get the same thing from whoever he plays next. He's gonna get wide open, and he's gonna get a lot of rushing. So they're not that good to begin with, and Deion's got to accept that it's his coaching. He's just not. I mean, overall, he's not a good coach, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a good coach. Deion has nothing to be ashamed of, but that shit's not hard to do, man. I mean, it's not easy to do. To just think you can just say, "Hey, I'm gonna go coach because I used to play football." Look at Trent Dilfer. That shit's not hard. That shit is not easy to do.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, so. And it's a bunch of pro football ex-players who are all across college football. You know, most of them like over in the SWAC, and they're not winning. And they're not being recruited just because they're not winning.
Do you think part of that is because they're not as big of a star that Deion once was?
No, they're not winning.
That's what I'm saying. But don't you think recruiting is part of it? Because you do need players to win.
Yeah, and you can always look, you can take a guy who say Alabama. Guy says, okay, we know that if you go to Alabama, you probably won't play for the next 3 years. You'll be backing up. You come to my school, you're playing today. You're playing, scouts are seeing you.
Yep. That is facts.
So Dion's just one guy, but it's a lot of opportunities for guys out there. Bo Nix, you talk about top recruits. Bo Nix got booed at Auburn. He went to Oregon unwanted. So the guy found him, helped him, coached him, and now look at him. Penix, that guy, I wouldn't say nobody wanted, but he kept getting hurt. That's his third college football. The guy you talk about, UTSA,
Yeah.
He's a 5th year or 6th year senior because of injury. He keeps breaking his leg or twisting his knee, and he's out for the year, and they give him another year of eligibility. And that's but you said, you see the difference. Look at him compared to guys who are just 20 and 21.
Yeah.
So
those are facts, bro.
Too many people want Dion to be something that he's not. They want him to be a black, good head football coach who's black.
Yeah.
And he's just not that. And if he went to the pros, he wouldn't be that. If he went, yeah. So I mean, I just don't think head coach is. Well, I just don't get it because I'm lost on that because I just don't get the whole Dion. I get my kids. I want to coach my kids. I get that, but long term in that snow out west, this is going to happen a lot. And see, just like Herm Edwards, I don't know if Herm Edwards is in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Herm Edwards was a professional football coach who had coached the Jets and Kansas City. And here he is at ASU, and he's going to change things around. And sure enough, he went out there and Eastern Michigan came in there and beat him. He said he was with all that. I need a quarterback. I'll put this team together. I think they beat Oregon. They had a big win. They turned around, they beat Oregon. And then he comes back, and then look, he got fired. So, and people wanted him to they wanted him to win. They liked the Herm Edwards story, but unfortunately, things didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know. I had Arizona. It was 14-point dog. I had Arizona on the money line. I saw that game, and the way I looked at it is they was going to lose that game. They went up, and I said, this team, I looked at it, I said, this team's never had to play from behind. Never. That's a whole different dynamic. It affects the way the team plays. And sure enough, instead of them being the hunter, they became the hunted, and they got beat. He started making mistakes, and they got beat. Because normally it's him slinging that thing, pushing that ball down the field. He's not running the ball, and then at the last minute throwing. He got a hot arm. That arm was cold when he overthrew that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for it. And Travis Hunter left him on the field. How you play both ways a whole game? That's wearing the guy out.
You're right.
And I don't know if the guy who cussed Dion out was the guy who's a 5-star who never plays. Was that who that was?
Yeah.
That was the guy who had never played?
Yes.
Yeah, that dude cussed Dion out. Yeah, I don't even know why he's on the team. Yeah, because I said, damn, dude, that disrespectful. Yeah, as a head coach, you don't even have a guy like that on your team, man. Yeah, I said, man, that dude told Dion to kiss his ass. And that's another thing. You have all those guys, problem children on you have all those problem children on one team. they're going to be detrimental to your locker room.
Yep.
And then the whole Dion thing is going to implode on him, man.
Of course. But once you get that element out, and he will get that element out.
No, he won't.
You think the new kids that come in is going to give him the same problems?
Yeah, because that's what he's recruiting.
Well, you have to recruit that type of players.
No, you don't. A lot of teams don't. And you got to be able to be coachable. You got to want to be coached. Look, man, you guys, man, I cannot believe you guys really, you can't, everything about Dion flies in the face of authority and leadership. It's not going to work, man. You can't take a bunch of hood niggas and throw them in uniforms and expect you're going to have some discipline and loyalty. They're going to turn on each other. They do that all the time. They do that in the hood. They do that in the jail systems. I don't know what's going on, man. It's crazy. Dion. And let me say something else Dion doesn't realize. Them dudes don't respect Dion. Dion was popular 25 years ago.
Right. Yep.
That's longer than most of those guys have been alive. You got a dude that's 18 years old, that's a problem child, no father, don't give a fuck, smoke blunts, but he's a good athlete. He don't give a fuck about Dion and what he used to do. And he's going to tell Dion that. Well, that's how you did it, man. Well, this is how I'm going to do it. Well, no, we need you to back up, man. Go back about 5 yards, play off the wide receivers, and then come in. And when he makes his fake, feel him, he going to be like, well, that's how you do it. This is how I do it. I mean, I know how to play cornerback. That's what I'm saying. That's a guy that you cut. That's a guy you say, hey, you know what? You don't want to listen. We're going to go ahead and where would you like to go? Let's set some paperwork in motion so you can be playing for them next year. Yeah, because I said, damn, I personally didn't. That dude, the way he disrespected Dion was unforgivable.
I agree.
So, yeah, now he's got his son's a good quarterback. So, that's the sad thing about it. I think his son's I personally think his son's a better football player than he was. I think he's going to go somewhere and he's going to play well. He'll have a nice career, say a Denver. He's going to have a nice career, maybe a Super Bowl. He's a good quarterback. And he's going to get bigger. He's going to get stronger. He's young. Yeah. But this football stuff, man, things have to come together, man. Just like the guy in Texas, the brother, what's his name? DeMarco?
Yeah.
DeMarco what?
Oh, DeMarco Ryans, Houston.
Yeah. Look at him. He doesn't know. In fact, what the word is, everybody wanted Brian Young. Everybody wanted Brian Young. That's what he was saying. He went with CJ. Look at the way CJ's getting better.
Yep.
He's getting more confident and better. And he throws a very catchable ball, man. Because I'm watching this guy and when you look at Russell, if anybody watch Russell, man, Russell throws the ball, and Pat does this too. They'll throw the ball 300 miles an hour at a guy 3 feet away from them and then wonder why the guy dropped the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You look at CJ, watch when CJ throws his screens, man. It like just falls right in right where the guy needs it so he can make his moves, go down the field. His tight ends, he's dropping the ball in there. He's hitting these guys with catchable passes so they can turn up. And he's just getting better and better and better and better. Do they have a team that could really? I don't know, but they're getting better. And I'm sure that the head coach is very happy, man, that this guy's improving.
Yeah.
Now, black people, they're going to be late to the mall like they always are, and they're going to claim him. They're going to claim the Texans as Black America's team, probably, if they make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I'm with you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because these guys, bro. When you look at these Dion sickaholics, now that Dion is gone, with his team and that they have hit the skids, you don't hear from him no more. You really don't hear from them.
Oh, you talking about the guys? Yeah,
they're all gone, bro. Their balloon bursted, man.
Come on, against Oregon.
Nah, what did it for them was Caleb Williams, man, because they were all on Shedeur Sanders, and they saw Caleb Williams with his number one receiver, and then Jerry Rice's kid. He was in for that, bro. It was so much for him. His father name is shocked. He can't stand Dion that much, bro. Real talk. Yeah, man. Yeah, he stuck it to him, bro. They all did.
Man, look, Dion is okay, man, but I don't know about coaching. I don't know about Dion. I don't know if people remember Dion tried to be a minister.
Of course, I remember that fiasco.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, and a lot of people said he couldn't preach. He tried. No, he tried. They say he couldn't preach. He did try, I think, for 3 months or whatever. He got sermons out there, but he couldn't. He didn't. He wasn't good, so he had to go in a different direction.
Yeah, man. People think that we're always dogging on. We're not dogging on, folks. We just listen to this phenomenon that these people have put this man on a pedestal, and he's going to do a good job. I keep saying that, but people know how it is with black folks. They want instant gratification, and if they don't see it, then...
Well, Mace, I personally don't think he's going to do a good job. I think that because everything that's been said is starting to happen. Wait till he loses a game he's supposed to win. They finally had to play with a lead. This team is not prepared for any of that stuff. They don't make game adjustments. It's all Shedeur, which is not fair to the young kid. They don't have a running back. They don't have an offensive line. Now, you said those are all those SWAT guys, right?
Yep.
They can't stop nobody. Most SWAT guys, I think last year Dion was bitching how they didn't draft a SWAT player. They're not that good.
Yeah, he was pissed off about that. He thought the NFL...
Because they're not that good.
Yeah, I know that.
Man, if you think the NFL is going to ignore a good football player, yeah, they just don't do that, man. If you can play, you'll be in the NFL.
2 or 3 slip under the cracks every year, but not like a whole army of them slip under the cracks.
You know what? The white people, right, who say Brock Purdy, oh man, they want black quarterbacks. Brock Purdy wasn't picked until way late. Well, he was picked. So that tells you can say what you want. He still was picked. And also he replaced a black guy. Now that guy plays for the Cowboys. So what was the racial? Because I'm saying they suggested, I'm telling you, man, look, as the NFL is far from perfect. But if you can play, man, you can get on a roster.
That is true. You're right about that. You can make an NFL roster.
And I disagree that Dion can't right there in Colorado recruit from the Colorado high school, it's all the high schools, right? Lineman. He can get lineman. He's not, that's what he's not trying. They got some big corn-fed white boys in Colorado, humongous mountain men. He can go out there and recruit those guys. He's not trying.
I would agree with that.
I remember the basketball teams, right? Recruiter, they used to be in the damn parks. They're in the goddamn parks recruiting guys, bringing guys into school. Guys been out, guys, getting guys eligible because they had a jumper. They had a tight ass jumper that nobody's ever heard of. Like this kid he found, who was this guy? Oh, it was a guy who was pretty good, but he got in trouble and he dropped out of school. So he went and got the guy, brought him up to speed, let him get his diploma, put him on the team, let him play. Because he got a good jumper. He's real good.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Mace, all this stuff is going to play itself out.
Totally agree.
Mm-hmm. So, we going with Liberty, Jackson State plus the points.
Yep.
USA, that's tonight. That's 3 games tonight. That's a $50 bet. That's a popcorn bet. That's $50 in a box of popcorn.
Yep. I agree with you, bro.
Yeah. And a lot of times you got to fly under the radar. Because that Ohio State, Penn State game, you don't know how that thing's going to turn out. Because that goes back to the SEC. And that goes back to Dion, right? That's what I'm looking at them lines. Dion might, like you say, he might not even win another game. Because those teams are going to bring their best. And I don't know if he has the talent for their best. And just about everybody he plays is better than Stanford. Because remember, he was up 29-0 against them. Those other teams are better than Stanford.
Oh yeah, Stanford was the worst team in Division One.
Stanford?
Yeah, number 2. Yeah, worse.
Overall?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he lost to him.
Yep, he sure did.
I watched the Cowboys last night, Mace.
I watched that up here a little bit.
Dax, okay, first of all, they got Tony Pollard. They decided to keep him, but then they got him running Ezekiel plays. I think that's stupid. He can't get, he's not an inside runner. Like, he's not big enough. To me, when the last time you seen Tony Pollard run a sweep? No, I'm serious. I never see that. I see them keep trying to get that inside handoff. They keep trying to get him inside. To me, he gets about 4 yards, 3 yards. To me, he's going to get hurt. He's not built for that. Dak is average at best. Yeah, this Cowboy team's not a good team, man.
I agree with that. I agree with that. You're not gonna get an argument from me, bro. You're not gonna get an argument from me.
Well, that's all I got, Mace.
Hey man, I appreciate you coming. I
Okay.
appreciate the grind that you put in this family, and
Mhm.
I'll see
Yeah,
you here
and Mace,
Thursday.
I fell asleep, Mace.
It's
I said,
okay, bro.
okay,
I
okay,
had Auntie up here. I had Coach up
okay,
here. I had
okay,
Canes up here. It's
okay.
okay.
All
We're
right,
all good.
okay.
All right, man. You have a good day. I'll catch you in your room, man. I noticed you did a double header yesterday in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
yeah. It was information that we had to put out there, but see you probably Thursday, Mace. 12 o'clock, 12:05. You know the time you normally go.
Yeah, I already put it in.
Okay. Well, we got.
All right,
I'll
see you
I'll
then.
send the flyer tonight. All right.
All right, I'll put it up. I appreciate you, man.
Okay.
All right, man. I'll see you in your chat. Be good.
Okay.
The great Platinum Elite for the weekday picks today and tomorrow, and then we'll go full steam on Division 1A on Thursday and NFL picks. So I'm just trying to fix this thumbnail right here. Let me see which one is it. I picked this one. Where is that? Let me see. Put this one up. There you go. Until I get the new one up. And this will be all channels. Got fancy basketball drafts on Sunday morning, so right afterwards I'll do the show. There we go. So let me get out of here. I will be back in here. I'll be back in here at 8 o'clock Eastern time, as I'll do one more for the rest of the week. Show 1000 next week. So I believe show 1000 will be the night of our first Friday night. Me and Jim be doing the NBA up here. So it'll be that night, or I can save it for Sunday for NFL Week 8. I'll decide. Just want to say thank you to everybody. Gemini said what? Buckeyes all day, win, lose, or draw. Who's Platinum's team? Platinum's team is the Ohio State Buckeyes in college football. And in pro football, he likes the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, all right, everybody, I will see you in exactly 3 hours and 20 minutes with game 2 of the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. And we will do this man right here on the aftermath tonight. And we're going to go deep into the Detroit Lions. And a lot of people were telling me this week, and now they're moving up the boards in Vegas, they could be the team to beat in the NFC when it's all said and done. So, week 17 at Dallas, all these Dallas lovers. And we will do Aaron Rodgers on Friday night, his so-called miraculous recovery, which is bullshit. And to hear Stephen A. Smith go, well, he doesn't have to run up and down like he has to in basketball. I will destroy Aaron Rodgers and the Jets and the NFL Friday night. So, yo, bro, I'll give you 2 minutes, man. I got to eat dinner, bro. I'm not going to be here long, man. So, bro, I've been on for 3 hours, man, talking picks. So, then after that, I'm out of here, bro. I mean, I'm going to be out of here because I got a show in 3 hours, bro. You can come up later tonight and talk about it. I'm hungry, bro. But I'll give you 2 minutes. And then I'm going to go eat my dinner, bro. Appreciate everybody coming by today. All right, let's go. I am starving. Those are Plat's picks for early in the week. I'm not playing a game early this week. I got Oregon minus 20 and Texas San Antonio at FAU 3.5. I'm waiting for Gemini to pull up so I can get the hell out of here, man. I'm starving. I didn't even know it was near 5 o'clock, but this was a great stream. I mean, we had everybody up here. We're going to do Dolphins and Eagles Friday night because that's the only good game coming up this week. Jaguars and Saints should be a good one Thursday night, but I'll be doing the baseball. And we got Phillies tonight. Tomorrow night we'll be in Arlington, Texas for the Rangers. And waiting for Gemini to pull up real quick. And then I'm out of here, folks. Appreciate people in the clouds showing up. Thursday, we'll do our full college football and NFL picks. College football, I got Oregon minus 20 against Washington State, and I got Texas San Antonio 3.5 favorites at FAU. I was leaning towards picking Penn State, but I said, nah, Franklin got to prove it to me. And I was leaning towards my Seminoles. Appreciate that, Canes. And I was leaning towards my Seminoles, but I backed off on the Seminoles this week. They're playing Duke, 2-touchdown favorite. I've seen Duke. That's a little bit too much for me, so I left it alone. Okay. I guess Gemini's not pulling up, so Canes, I'll see you tonight. Canes knows how to pull up later tonight. Auntie, thank you. Coach, thank you. Platinum Elite always. Jims, thank you. QZ, thank you. Damn, I just said, I said thanks to everybody. Educated Aries. What did Aries say? Hold on. The Lions are your sleeper team. I got you, Aries. I got you, family. And Tackman Clan Killer, the best, of course. Thanks, Kane's YouTube, bro. Man, for Kane's eat late. Kane's eat like 8 o'clock at night, man. See you later tonight, folks. Thank you for coming by. For everybody. People in the clouds, thank you. Hit that like button on the way out. We'll talk about this team tonight. Plus, I'll be doing play-by-play of the NLCS Game 2, Arizona Phillies. That may be a quick one. Some sad news. 500 people killed in an Israeli airstrike in Gaza City hospital. Damn. Wow, these people go crazy, man. I'll tell you. Brings life to perspective. So let me get out of here. I appreciate everybody. I'll see you all tonight. See you all in exactly 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thanks for dropping by, everybody. Truly appreciate you.